Hey, hey, hey. Let's do another panel. I'm here for the evening. Welcome, welcome. I think I have a tweet and something else I want to go over. Let's see. Get to it. Yeah, okay, so this happened. Let's see. Exclusive documents working with Matt Taibbi and CCD Hate documents show. Okay, the Labour Party in the UK, their objective is to kill Musk's Twitter through advertising focus, meaning harass his advertisers. Look at this. Kill Musk Twitter. Annual priorities. Advertising focus. Trigger EU and UK regulatory. Why is nothing happens on Twitter? It's a fucking ghost town. Ever since Elon took over, it's almost unusable. Why is everybody so scared of Twitter and so scared of speech? And this is coming from the UK and the EU. Remember that EU guy came out with, what's his name? Terry somebody came out with that thing against Elon, and see, British advisor to Kamala Harris hope to kill Musk Twitter. England, not Russia, is the culprit. As an advisory group, fuck, let me go find that story. What's his name? And he warned Musk. He like shot a warning at Musk a while back, and the whole world pushed back on him and told him how out of line he was for that. These are the same people. It's not even here in the U.S. There's something about speech. They are now treating speech like it is as dangerous as guns and weapons. And that's just so weird to me growing up in the sticks and stones generation. So I don't know what that's all about, but that needs to stop. And then this other thing I found interesting. Mackenzie Scott, which is Jeff Bezos's ex-wife, she got a whole bunch of money from their settlement, and she decided to give a lot of it to charity. And it looks like she donated a lot of it to Louisiana. So I was looking at some of the charities she donated to. I'm kind of interested where all this money's going. These are okay. These are the like statewide charities, and they have local charities at the different cities. Children's rights, women and ethnic studies. Okay, this one, First 72, Promise of Justice, Operation Restoration. These are all prison directed to the prison population. Prisoners, prisoner advocacy, prisoner education, youth coalition. Look at where all this money's going. Disability rights, they have that in here in Washington State too. And then the different see, Promise of Justice. One of these is for female prisoners. I think it's this Operation Restoration. Like a lot of millions of billions going to. Yeah, this is for women. Pride ourselves on. Hang on. It's a college and prison program at the Louisiana Correctional Institute for Women. This is a lot of money to support prisoners. I'm not saying it's bad or anything. I'm not sure why the resources are going to the bottom tier of society. Planned Parenthood. Look at all this money. She just flooded into Louisiana. And we do have the largest prison population in the world, and a extensive private prison system. So maybe, I mean, that could be part of the reason. This is my area. Habitat for Humanity, no problem with that. Big Brothers, Big Sisters. Let me tell you my Big Brother, Big Sister story. In the 90s, I had a friend who worked at Big Brother, Big Sister. He was a gay guy. In fact, I went to he and his husband's wedding. It was the kind of weddings gay people had back then before we had real marriage. They would like have civil unions or ceremonies or stuff. and he worked for Big Brother, and I wanted to be a Big Brother because I like helping people and I'm good with youth and all that. And he told me that they would not let a gay person have a big brother, a little brother, and that even though he worked there, he could not even get a little brother of his own because he was gay and married to a man. So that's what I remember about the Big Brother, Big Sister organization. And I think a lot of youth missed out on some mentorship there because of the bias against homosexuality, which I assume is not there anymore. I could probably get one today. I don't know. Actually, let me look it up and see. Oh, by the way, it's open panel. I meant to throw the link. Um, and then I'll check on this Big Brother rule. All right, there you go. If y'all want a panel, here one is. Okay, can can gay men get a little brother? Hang on, let me. From the Big Bro organization. I mean, people have the right to advocate what they want, but it seems kind of futile and pointless to try to advocate against homosexuality at this point. Mr.
Hey,
Cerrone. Hey, I thought you
what,
weren't coming back.
of course I'm coming back. I can't stay away from you, sir.
That's not what you
You're like
little. That's not what the little birdies are tweeting out the panel verse.
you're the straight man whisperer. You're like,
Oh. Why can't I be the gay man whisperer? At least I'd have a trad husband by now.
this is you. It's like you can't stay away. It's like how is just an openly gay dude just attract so many hetero dudes? Like
I don't
what's
know.
going on?
I've always had a lot of straight friends grow. Like most of my friends growing up were straight men. Like the guys I grew up with.
I really think that you like more masculine energy. Energy. That's all
I
I'm trying to
definitely
say.
do.
Not yeah. And I
Definitely do.
think that a lot of people from a different gender can get a little bitchy, and I think you can kind of like
Butt
butt heads with
hugs.
them. Yeah, but I didn't say that.
Oh,
Butt heads with them. But
oh,
I
butt
think that
heads. Yeah.
yeah, but I think you like people that are
Butt
more
hugs, not butt, not
butt
heads.
hugs.
Be our new
I don't
slogan
know about
here. Let me. That's the
you're
T-shirt.
killing me. You're killing me. No, but
You
no,
came up with it.
yeah, butt hugs.
Butt
Um,
heads. Real quick, I wanna. Okay, I'm at the Big Brother. Oh, this is Milwaukee. Never mind. But it says for more than
so,
100 years, Big Brothers Big Sisters has operated under the belief that inherent in every child. Oh, let's see. They're making it seem like they've always supported gay people now. At least some of
mm,
these
hmm
organizations. But I know definitely the one in Louisiana did not. Hey, Abe and Amanda.
so do you think that they're reeling it
Wildfire.
back? They're trying to bring it back and make up for lost time. Is that what you
Yeah, I
think that
think
they're
it's
doing?
been, if that's what they're doing. But this is the one I came up with was in Milwaukee, so they might have always been that way. That's kind of one of the epicenters of wokeness. So
Hmm
they probably were giving little brothers to gay people back then.
hmm Yeah. You
Hey,
know,
are you coming to our thing tomorrow? Leggy and I are
listen,
doing that music thing, and he specifically mentioned that you might be a good person to have.
where is it online? What are we talking about?
Yeah, let me post the link. It'll be on here. We're
Yeah,
reviewing some albums and talking about like
music.
different different events from 1995.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. 94 is when I got my heart broken. 95
Oh,
was cool. Well, your first,
how old were you in '94? Were you like in your 20s?
yeah, yeah.
And
And it was
what was
like,
that your first heartbreak?
my real first heartbreak, like you really felt for some, like you fell for somebody, and it just. But we ended up reconciling, getting back together again later, a few years later. But it never worked. It was just like over and over, and it was
How
because.
long did y'all date before the heartbreak?
So we were together for probably about, I would say, maybe 9, 10 months, somewhere around there. And then we were back together again for over a year. So, and this is when I was younger. So it was before I met my son's mother. So it was like, a younger love. And I was very fresh to all that stuff, but she was a slippery one. She was very, she was very sassy. She was very artsy, which is weird for me because I'm like super prep, right? Like at the time, I'm like prep boy.
You
I
were
had
prep.
khakis, yeah, khakis and Timberland boots and fucking button up shirts and shit, and slick back hair. And she was like all artsy and stuff. It was
Was she
like you
Italian?
wouldn't. She was half, I think. I think she was half. I think she was half. Um, she was a
And
mutt.
she's the one that broke yours. She's the one that ended it.
We both ended it mutually.
But it still
Mutually.
hurt.
But I walked away like a macho dude. Yeah, whatever, kind of thing. And then when it hits you, you're like, oh
I know.
shit. You're like, whoa. And then we got together again later. But then I found out years later that she's had one failed relationship after another, like over and over and over again. I don't know what she's looking for, but she told me that she was too young to be tied down. Like, in other words, in a relationship. Okay,
So it
if we,
sounds like she doesn't she didn't know what she wanted.
that's it. She loved the way I looked. I looked fucking phenomenal in my 20s. I mean, I had money. I mean, everything. But, and she was what? She was, yeah, I'm 21, she's 20. And it just, yeah, you're right, Jeff, you're right. But it's just, we reconciled, like we talked again later on in life. After we got together again and it broke apart. And we just finally talked and we're like, yeah, this is just, it's like young love. It's like when you're in love when you're young, just young love. That's all it is. Your first
Do y'all
love.
talk now, or that's in the past?
I haven't talked to her in forever, man, forever. And I usually keep in contact with a lot of my exes, but me and her, but she was the one that ripped it. She ripped it out, because I was like, really, really went for this. And she's like, this is too much for me. It's just too heavy, you know. And like I said, she was real artsy fartsy. She was like a girl who went to raves and stuff. Like she was really like, yeah, you know what
The
I'm saying?
prep and the raver.
Oh my God, dude, it was a nightmare to start with. It was like, there's no way these people should be dating. It worked for a while. We would go to concerts and stuff. Dude, we went to go see Boys to Men, and then we also went to go see like Stained and like a punk band. It's like in other words, we were polar opposites. We were
Were you
different.
into punk?
I could appreciate it, but I was kind of like, this is kind of hurting my ears, kind of
Okay,
thing.
because that's
You
about
know?
the time that that the
Yeah,
album came out that we're gonna be reviewing tomorrow as a punk album.
yeah.
Green
So
Day.
that's the whole. What I'm bringing up is the whole time period. But yeah, when Green Day Dookie came out, that was like that changed my life.
Really?
Like, yeah, like that, that guitar and everything. It kind of brings something out of you. It
It did kind of
does.
bring punk back. It was like a little punk
Yeah,
revival because
yeah.
Kurt Cobain was doing the grunge thing, and then I think Green Day came along and shifted it to punk.
I don't think Green Day gets the recognition that they deserve. I think they literally changed that genre in that time. And that's just my opinion. I just think that they really like Like, what's his name?
Well,
Billy
we're gonna
Joe.
talk about tomorrow, so
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you
You're good.
should.
You're good.
It's gonna
Sorry.
be tomorrow afternoon, like
Yeah.
I guess 6 o'clock your time.
And his voice, like it was just like perfect
Does he?
with the
Okay,
tone.
I'm not really. I didn't really listen to them back then because they were like the younger kids. But I thought he was he sounded British, like he sings British, and I thought it's because he grew up listening to British punk and he just imitates their voice. And so I had to really listen to them a long time to
Yeah,
get
yeah.
to hear past the British sounding accent,
hmm Like he was trying to sound almost like
like Johnny Rotten.
yeah, like Rotten. Yeah, no, but that was his voice. Da, da, da. Like that was just his vocabulary. But he came out. You might be interested in this. He came out a few years ago, and you can try to research this as he was bi. Did you
Oh
know
no,
that?
I did not know that. Let me see. What's the
Look it
name?
up.
Billy Joe Armstrong.
Billy Joe Armstrong. There was articles about it. I guess he had issues with his marriage. I'm just looking at
Celebrity
articles.
gossip. Let's
Yeah,
dive into it.
yeah. That he kind of strayed a little bit, but
Armstrong
hey,
has identified himself as bisexual. I think I've
there you
always
go.
been bisexual. I mean, it's something that I've always been interested in. I think people are born bisexual, and it's just our parents and society kind of veer us off into this feeling of, oh, I can't. Yeah, more people identify as bi than any other
Mhm.
letter of the LGB. It's like something like 13%, and then all the others are like 5 or 6%.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think that's the case because they were afraid to be totally gay? That's all I'm at. Like to
I think that came
completely.
up in the gay community a lot. Like, is
Yeah.
bisexuality a real thing? And a lot of gays
Mhm.
didn't believe in bisexuality, and that was always weird to me. Like, I think it's if it's possible for a man to be attracted to another man, it's certainly possible for people to be attracted to both. And so I never understood the negative stigma around bisexuality, and I always accepted it as a real thing.
I think that people can feel how they want to feel. They can like what they want to like. Now, this has taken me a long time. When I was younger, Jeff, I will tell you 100%, my friend. When I was younger, I'd be like, F that. That's disgusting. I'm just telling you, in my younger years, I would think that way because I
That
didn't,
was common back then. Like, you were probably in the majority thinking that.
but I didn't experience, dealing with people from different
Yeah.
orientations. I never had the connection, to, hey,
You
this
didn't watch
person's
enough
actually,
MTV.
it's not that. I just never had a relationship with somebody. I literally worked. I worked with openly gay people, and they were like super cool. They were super cool. They would say, when I was younger, oh, you're kind of hot, like they would mess with me, but they wouldn't be overly disrespectful. It was like almost like a compliment, but they were never like disgusting. I think there's a portion of the community that does go over the line. I think you've agreed to
Oh
that too,
yeah.
that they go over the line. But I think anybody from a different community is respectful to you. How can you hate them? They're just people as well.
People
That
find
that's
a
all.
way. But I mean, you
Yeah.
got to remember too, and this is where I think the Democrats try to gain more credit for themselves than they deserve. Is even the leaders for a while thought the same way you did. Hillary Clinton, Obama, they all thought the same way you did, and it wasn't until about the 2010s that they started to finally come around to supporting gay rights. And so
Mhm.
that was even the norm for Democrats back in the
Yeah.
day. And they've evolved, and they act like Republicans are these cretins that are still living in that time when Republicans have also evolved, and the polling shows it. But the Republicans still are painted as these homophobes, while the Democrats try to take credit for all this evolution they did on the topic.
What happened for me? What happened for me was having a very good friend of mine, well, a family friend, okay, a good friend, come out. And I mean, I love this person. Like, I've known this person forever. So how can I hate somebody who feels differently about their orientation? What I'm trying to say is that I think when people have a personal connection to somebody from a different orientation, it changes the way they feel. Sometimes good, sometimes bad, right? When the father finds out his son or daughter is that, gay, and he's, oh, this is, ripping the door off. Or you can embrace it and say, let me understand how to be accommodating to your lifestyle. So it's just different. Everybody processes things differently. And I think it's how you were raised, and I also think it's your age, your maturity level. I do.
Oh,
But
thanks.
no, no. But Jeff, I do
Well,
agree that
these are
there's
facts. Clinton did backtrack on Don't Ask, Don't Tell, so you can disagree with reality if you want. And they
yeah,
did not support marriage equality. They came
we did
out
not.
opposing when we were first. I was a marriage equality advocate when we were first trying to get marriage equality. Obama came out against it. The Clintons came out against it. This is not shit I'm making up. You can Google all this. I know what I'm talking about. I was there. I lived it.
There was
So you're
people
welcome to
getting
your own facts, but I'm gonna stick with the facts that track with reality.
there was people getting discharged from the military,
I'm talking
losing
about
their
what they did in public. If they were wearing one face in private and another face in public, then that just makes my point for me that they're fucking hypocrites. But don't try to paint them as more uh, righteous on this issue than they actually were, at least publicly. They could have done a lot more for us than they did. And one reason I voted for Clinton was for over the gay issue, and all of the gays were let down and disappointed when he backtracked on "Don't Ask, Don't Tell." I remember that very vividly.
he went backwards.
Oh,
He
this
did.
is
No.
yelling to you? Well, this might not be the panel for you then, Amanda. This is just passion.
Mm-mm.
So you're one of those women that can't tell the difference between passion and yelling. Your woman sensor is off. I thought you were really good at like tuning into body language and facial movement and all that. So if you think I'm yelling, you're getting me wrong. This is just This is an issue I'm very passionate about. This is passion. If you don't have passion, I feel sorry for you. I like my passion, and
Yeah,
I'm going to keep being passionate.
you're doing good. But yeah, the Clintons did flip flop a lot on that issue, and it was a very important issue because there was a lot of gay people coming out in the military, and it was like a big issue. Listen, I understand now. The difference is trans. Like hear me out. If someone is trans and they're in the military and they have to have separate barracks, I understand that that could be complicated. It could be complicated. But like just saying, hey, I'm this way shouldn't have negated you out of the military. But the Clintons did flip flop on that. You are
Yes,
correct.
they did.
That did happen. That
Yes,
did
they did.
happen. They
I'm
want to
not
be right.
discounting what you live, but don't discount the reality I live, which is the on public record. So that's
Yeah.
the reality that the world's going to go by. If they were secretly so supportive of gay people, then why didn't they come out publicly and be authentic and genuine about it instead of pretending?
What's so Jeff? Why are people so afraid of gay people? Like they're terrified. Like they're like,
I don't
oh
think as much now though.
yeah, yeah.
I think it was like just like interracial marriage in that it's something society had to get like sensitized to or comfortable with, and
Mhm.
then once they did, they were fine.
Yeah. Once they accepted it and were like, this is a
Okay,
part
do
of
that.
life.
And if they want to come on my show and talk about them, invite them. They're welcome. Bill, at least. Hillary will be on probation. We'll see how long she makes the panel. J Dub, this is not a go at Mike channel, so I'm warning you. And I have my mods here. Mods, if you see people coming at Mike in the comments, time them out and then ban them.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't think you're trolling. I'm not accusing you of trolling at all. I think you're legitimately sharing your personal experience, but that is not the experience that the public had of them at the time. And I didn't have private access to the Clintons, so I can only speak of what the public record showed.
There's a there's an entire series. I don't know if you saw this. I think it was on Netflix or YouTube or something like that, where Bill Clinton, when he was in office, was involved in like drug smuggling with like the Barry Seal thing. Did you see all that stuff? Like, it's a crazy story where, yeah, um, there's so much to the Clintons. There's people that have passed away. There's people that have been unalived. There's so much stuff linked to the Clintons. They just have a
Oh
lot.
yeah, I've heard. Yeah, there's a
Yeah,
lot of rumors.
there's a lot of smoke to that fire. There's just a lot to unpack. That's all. So, your mind might explode when you watch it.
My
But
my
I
thing
know.
with the Clintons, because I was a Clinton supporter until Don't Ask.
Yeah.
In fact, he was the first president I registered to vote for. A lot of us did in my generation. We were young. I was 21, and no, 22 actually, or somewhere around there. And a lot of us registered because of the pro-gay hope that kind of got held out to us. And then when the Don't Ask, Don't Tell happened, a lot of us felt let down and disappointed. But for me personally, it was when the Monica Lewinsky thing happened, and Clinton still stood by him after that. I lost complete trust with her at that point, that she would stick by him after
Mhm.
doing that to her.
What was that movie with that movie with oh shit, John Travolta, where he plays Clinton.
Oh,
Um,
I don't know that one.
holy shit. I gotta try to, dude.
Here, I'll look it up.
It's just put
Primary
John.
Colors?
Oh my God, have you seen that movie,
Mm, 1998.
dude? You have to watch that. That's about the Clintons,
It's
completely
about the
about.
92 presidential campaign. That's the one that inspired me to vote. Maybe I will have to watch it. It said
You
it's a
have to
box
watch,
office bomb.
dude. If you watch that, you're like, whoa. Like, it's about Clinton and his cheating and all the scamming and everything.
Who played
Primary
Hillary?
colors.
Let's see.
And it's what? It's Travolta and it's the other actress. She's really good. I can't remember her name
Emma
offhand.
Thompson. Oh, it's like a fictional couple, but it's based on the Clintons.
They're saying it's
Governor Jack Stanton.
extremely. They're saying it's extremely accurate. Extremely accurate. And the one guy, and Billy Bob Thornton plays Carville. Carville was the guy who got
Oh,
Clinton.
that's my Cajun. That's so passionate. Like,
Yeah,
yes, I played a video of him the other day, and he talks just like when he's giving political commentary. He yells and gets worked up just like me. I'm
yeah.
telling y'all, y'all don't fucking know Cajuns. Y'all are mistaking me for something that I'm not because y'all don't understand how Cajuns and their personality and our passion.
You have to.
Yes, Carville.
Dude, you sweat Zatarans. I know it, but you
Yes, we
have.
swear. Thank you. Yeah,
You
and
have to.
shameless. This is a good point, but I don't mind if people come at me. I'm going to correct them every time. It's a good learning opportunity.
Jeff, do yourself a favor. Do yourself a favor and watch that movie. If you're interested in the Clintons, if you watch that
I'm
movie,
not really that much,
but it's a good movie. It's a really really good movie.
but Clinton
So
was the Gen X president. Like the '90s was mostly the Clintons until the
changed it
end.
when he came in, everything changed. I vote.
I'm
I
not
remember
blaming
those 20.
anything. I'm not blaming. I'm not even trying to justify or excuse. I'm trying to explain. You could take it
You
or leave
asked
it.
me. You asked me who the first president I've ever voted for, and I was confused. But I looked back, and it was Clinton, the first time in '92.
So the
It was
same,
the.
you were part of that same generation that got swept it, because like MTV
Mhm.
was trying to reach the youth vote. And there was this like little wave of people in my generation that suddenly got politically active because we finally saw hope. Like, oh, we can
Yes,
change society and culture. We can be part of the political process, etc.
I voted for him. I didn't vote for him the second time, but I voted for him the first time. But I did vote for him, and then I was disappointed. I was. I mean, everything he said he was going to do didn't happen, just like a lot of Democrats. And I know there's a lot of Democrats listening, but unfortunately, Democrats are full of malarkey, full of poo. They don't back up their words. They don't. Republicans might be a-holes, but at least we back up what we say.
Mm,
You know,
I kind of think you can have column A, column B, and find it in both sides. Whatever you're
Yeah.
criticizing one party for, I'm pretty sure you could find it on the other side too, because they're so broad and they're made of humans. So probably people on both sides are doing the whatever.
But I
Except
think we
when it
can
comes
both.
to DEI, that seems to be a specifically
Yeah.
left thing in this free speech attack.
I think we can both agree Clinton did let us down. He let us down, and that's we
Yeah,
can
I
leave
didn't
it there.
imagine it. The don't
Yeah.
you can Google "don't ask, don't tell." I didn't imagine that he backtracked on that. It happened. Yeah,
Yeah.
Rock the Vote. I don't remember MTV Randy. I do remember Rock the Vote. Let me see
Yeah, rock
Randy.
the vote. That was the whole Seattle grunge thing, the upper states, all that rock the vote with all the grunge bands.
Oh, MTV Randy. I do remember.
Yeah.
How I forgot all about him.
And I think, I really do think that this administration let us down. And I think I don't think Kamala's gonna win. I know that you said that you're on the
They
fence.
say
You're
it's
not-
it's down to a hair right now.
Yeah.
Trump needs to hit
I
a few more McDonald's or some go serve some coffee at Starbucks, something, and that's a winning formula so far.
did you see the video? A guy went to Jollibee's. Like Jollibee's is a Filipino-based chicken place, and
What's it
he
called?
bought Jollibee's.
Jolly
Jolly,
Bees. Oh, I've
yeah,
never heard of it.
Jollibee's. Yeah, they're all over the place. They're all over the world. Jollibee's. Jollis
I've
in them
never heard of
bees.
Filipino multinational chain of fast food restaurants.
This
Wow.
guy
Okay.
went and got a chicken thigh, just a chicken thigh, and it was almost $5 for one piece of chicken. So then he says, you know what? I'm going to get an 8-piece and a side. It was over $40.
Yes. I told you my airport story. I flew home last year and I had a layover in Dallas and I was hungry. I got off the plane and I walked into the airport and the first thing I saw was a Popeyes. And I got so excited. I went in line and I was waiting and I was looking at the menu and I was waiting and a little like 3 4 piece chicken was 44 fucking dollars. And I saw that and all the color drained out of my body. And I had to get out of the line. There's no way I'm paying $40 for a few pieces of chicken.
And they're trying to blame. They're trying to blame it on minimum wage, but it's not. It's corporate greed. Remember what McDonald's was charging $18
Because
for a
airports
burger?
always mark their shit up, but $44 is.
Crazy. I would
Yep,
never.
the real world. I remember I watched the
Oh, the
first three or
real
four
world.
seasons. I
The
remember it
best one
very
is the best.
vividly. Norm,
Yeah, Eric
Julie, Eric.
Neese.
They had the Real World reunion a few years ago too, where they all
Yeah,
had them live again in a house and work out their drama.
yeah.
Amanda, this is a great point. It's not going to be the election itself because it's so close. It's going to be the aftermath, probably similar to 2020, but hopefully without the unrest. Yeah, I didn't think about that. I thought we are going to have the election and then transition to a new administration, but there's probably a little bit rockier waters ahead than that.
The first Real World was the best one. That was the best one. Like absolutely the best. Like
Yeah,
that crew was the best.
the second one I didn't like because of those girls, how they
I
had that
liked,
guy kicked off the show for they did a Me Too on him when it was
my
very
favorite.
obvious that he was just playing a prank on him.
My
He just got
favorite.
caught up in the teasing that they were all doing, and then they saw an
They were.
opportunity to. And then the third one had Puck, who was very hard to watch.
Yeah, yeah.
He was
I
like
didn't.
the precursor of the panel trolls you see here.
It was
They're
like a
all Pucks.
precursor of like Steve-O, like from Jackass, like the Steve-O character, like someone who's just vile and doing this crazy stuff.
Oh, lawyer chick, you don't think because I'm going by media headlines, so you don't think it's accurate? I assume they're using real polls, but I'm not really fact checking it.
They're doing 1 to 2 points,
Do
but
you have sources that are more authoritative than what the media headlines are saying? Like, where can we get an accurate sense of what the election's doing? Yeah, probably yes, probably something like that, and protest, and I'm predicting all of that.
Mhm. Yeah. I
Yeah.
think he'll take this one. I think he'll actually, excuse me, I think he'll actually take this one. I do. It's going
But
to be close.
even with all that, $44 seemed way too high for like 3 pieces of chicken.
No, it's ridiculous. And if you notice, the portions are much smaller. And do you remember? I remember when my kids were little, and I remember KFC had a $20 deal. It was 10 pieces of chicken and 2 sides and biscuits for $20. Now, this is a long time ago. We're talking about 20 something years ago. But it was just amazing to be able to spend a $20 bill and get this big thing to eat, you know? But trying to go out
Yeah,
now,
you could feed a whole family on KFC growing up.
yeah, yeah, totally.
We love KFC. That was the only game in town at the time, the only chicken game. And we
There was,
loved KFC.
and then it was the real old school original recipe. It was the old school, so it was the really good chicken, and it was good back then. I mean, each kid had 2 pieces, a little bit of side, a biscuit, and that's all they needed to eat. And the kids didn't eat that much back then. Like they weren't like gorging themselves, like the kids now are having like 5 pieces of chicken, you
Oh.
know.
Lawyer chick, let's see. Yeah, how did your stream go? I dropped Laura Chick's channel. She just had started a new channel. She did her first stream today. So check her out,
Mm.
guys.
Okay, definitely. Mm-mm.
Yeah, but even yeah, I get what you're saying, drama, and it is. But I found that like even the other places were not nearly as high as that Popeyes. The sticker shock was not as high, but I ended up getting like a little sandwich from one of the convenience stores for like $5 or $6. And I ate that instead. But I had my mouth all ready for Popeyes until I was halfway in line and noticed the prices.
So when we go on.
Then okay, I will refrain from comment.
I'm sure it's something bad. But we'll go on we will go on trips, and we always would pack our own food. We would always make sandwiches and stuff like that.
Really? How big was your family? How many did you grow up with?
So my family, it was me and my brother, sister, of course, my mother and father. But I'm talking about my kids.
Oh,
Um, I met my ex-wife. She had 3 children, and we had our son a year
oh, she had three before you.
before,
So you
and
were a
then
stepdad.
yes, and
Oh,
then we had our son 1 year later. So I had 4 kids at 24. Dude, that's a big deal. But we always made sure to be conservative. But we would travel because we love to travel. We'd love to go to Tennessee because her family's in Tennessee. But we would always like make
Tennessee.
sandwiches and stuff like tuna and like turkey and stuff like that, sandwiches and
To
chips and
feed
stuff
the
like that.
children's.
But even now, even to go to the supermarket, it's so outrageous.
I know, I was
It's
there
like
today.
I
The
bought
fries were over $5 for a
yeah,
box of
yeah,
fries.
Jeff, I
Spike,
bought
when are we doing our road trip? Are we going on a road trip?
yeah.
I'm
Jeff,
down for it.
Jeff, I bought a pound of turkey breast because I love cold cuts. Italians love cold cuts. We love like capicola and salami, all
Oh
this
yeah,
other stuff.
y'all do the charcuteries, don't you? What's it
But
called?
like,
The fuck, they had a fancy name for it at the.
mhm,
I don't remember.
that's all right.
Caprese, is that something?
The caprese. You talking about the caprese sandwich?
The
And then
Italian meats and cheese, like a meat and
you
cheese board
got
that
the
they lay out.
focaccias.
The
Yeah,
meats.
you got all, yeah, you got all that different stuff. But I went to get just a pound of turkey, and it was like $9. I'm like, whoa, like just a pound of turkey, and so
And was
I've been
that the low end turkey, like the cheap turkey?
mid level, just a mid
Oh,
level. like Sara Lee, like a Sara Lee. It wasn't like Boar's Head. Like the Boar's Head is the best.
Yeah,
Like
that's what I.
you get Boar's Head, it's the best. Unless you get the Boar's Head that's tainted. But
Wait, what? Tainted boar's head?
you didn't see that big story on Boar's Head?
No, let me look it up.
Pull it up, pull up Boar's Head tainted meat. Dude, they closed down
Yikes, because
entire
that's the
spots.
brand I get when I buy deli. Oh, listeria outbreak. You're right.
Yeah,
That was back in recently September. I had no
yeah.
idea.
Dude,
And it says
and
expect more illnesses in
yeah,
listeria outbreak tied to boar's head.
people passed away from it. People passed
9
away from.
deaths in 18 states.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
There's a
And,
map. Let's
and
see.
one of the plants is in Virginia, like not too far from here. It's like, whoa.
New York got hit and Maryland. Yeah, you're right. Virginia's pretty orange. Wow.
Yeah. So they went in. So they went in and they inspected the factories, and they said it was absolutely disgusting. Like the way they were, casing the meat, and it was just gross. It was fucking deplorable, basically. And from Boar's Head is strange because Boar's Head is the most expensive thing there is.
I hope
Yeah.
French fries can't have E. coli on them, can they? That's not
No
gonna. Trump
potatoes.
does. Trump makes fries at McDonald's, and suddenly there's an E. coli outbreak. Quarter
I
pounders,
believe.
one dead and 49 sickened. Wow, across 10 states.
I'm not a doctor, but I believe E. coli can only be on a meat product.
I
I
hope so. Oh,
believe.
green onions,
Yeah.
boar's head, and frozen waffles got shit. Wow. Okay, products being pulled off of shelves to keep you and your family safe. Green onions were recalled in 11 states over salmonella. The boar's head listeria. Frozen waffles were recalled over listeria. Colorado, Kansas, Utah, Wyoming are where the McDonald's quarter pounders have been pulled. And portions of Idaho, Iowa, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, Nevada, New Mexico, and Oklahoma.
Jeff, that Boar's Head stuff was epic, dude. It was like they lost tens of millions of dollars, if not more. They were taking entire pieces of meat and throwing them in the trash because of listeria.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what you have to do.
And they closed one of the branches, I believe, in Virginia, and they're offering them like jobs at a different state. But who the hell can just get up and move to a different state? They didn't do anything wrong, apparently, but the health inspector said that the plants were so poorly taken care of. Like they were just disgustingly filthy.
Oh, so it wasn't just a freak thing. There were conditions that contributed to
Yeah, yeah. It was
having it
just
happen.
yeah. They just basically didn't clean the place. They let things get so beyond bad, and I love Boar's Head. I mean, to me, there's nothing better than Boar's Head roast beef or
The
Boar's Head.
London broil.
Oh my God, the London broil. It's rare. Mhm.
Yeah, apparently I don't do I eat I eat mostly bachelor food, like food you could throw in a microwave and press a button. So yeah, I probably am very behind on the real grocery scandals.
Yeah. So Jeff, what I do is I would get the London broil, or I'd get the oven gold turkey breast.
Hmm.
You get the potato buns, and you get some fresh cheese,
What kind of cheese?
mozzarella,
Ah,
always,
or provolone.
always, always mozzarella. You like provolone?
Yeah, I like provolone.
Yeah.
They had a
Oh.
local pizza place growing up that used provolone instead of mozzarella. It spoiled me for provolone.
It depends if it's smoked or not. It depends on the
Yeah,
flavor.
got to be smoked.
Yeah, depends. But no, I love little sandwiches, and you take a little
That's the kind
sandwich
you
and
put on the muffulettas too. Provolone.
the muffulettos. Yeah, yeah, with the mortadella. You know what about the mortadella? The
That's the cheese.
with the pistachios in it, with the meat, with the pistachios in it. A
No,
muffalado is
muffaladas.
yeah, muffalado has mortadella, it has cheese, it has the fresh baked bread, and that's a New Orleans thing. The
Yeah,
muffalado
it has the olive, like the
is
green olive and caper
yeah,
mixture.
yep. And with in the spread, in the actual
Yeah,
spread.
yeah.
Yep.
And then you put like ham or salami or whatever kind of meats, and then the
Mm,
provolone cheese and the olive mixture.
muffalado. Yeah, it's good stuff, man. It'll fill you up. That
Oh
was
my god, I love sourdough.
they said that was the hangover sandwich. That's what they said that was.
Oh. It's real it's oily because that olive mixture
Mhm.
is real greasy. It turns the
Yeah,
bread oily. I can't
yeah.
imagine eating it after a night of drinking.
So like
By the
and
way, it is the Po' Boy Festival in New Orleans today, and Oak Street, um, which is one of the neighborhoods. I just saw it on my feed. Let me see if I can find the picture.
Mhm.
Has They have the entire street. They have a table down the middle of the street that stretches for yards and yards and yards with like this giant po' boy laid out on it for the festival.
Mhm.
That's happening
See,
this weekend. If you're in New Orleans, go check out the po' boy festival.
the muffaletto is amazing. I've had a muffaletto. It is because I had one in New York because they make them. They'll make them traditional style. It is so good. It's really good. Good sandwich. You know, not a big po' boy fan because I don't like a lot of mayonnaise. They put too much mayonnaise on them
Oh
sometimes.
yeah, I always get mine without and then dress it myself. You're
Yeah,
right. They
yeah.
do. They do
They
load
make it
it.
too. They make it too wet, as they would say. That sandwich is too wet. You know, it's like ugh.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah. More food talk with Mike and Jeff.
Well, y'all come up and change the
Yeah.
topic if you want or join
We
in.
always talk. No. We always talk food. You know, it's always good. You know, food is life.
Shameless. That sounds so. I don't even think about grilled cheese because I don't imagine stuff like this. But if oh wow,
Fresh
I think I
base.
could probably pull this off. I've made
Well,
grilled
yeah.
cheese before.
When I make grilled cheese, I usually do it with three cheeses. You know, if you want to really go at it, you do the provolone, mozzarella, and then of course you do the cheddar. You make it with the three
Back
cheeses.
home, like growing up, we did the American cheese, like the wrapped
Yeah,
slices, and then
the
the
crust,
bread and the
the
butter.
crust. Yeah, that's it. And it depends on the bread you're getting. You have to get really thick bread.
What? Someone posted a picture on Facebook today here locally where they bought some seafood and it had a parasite in it, and then somebody said that's normal for seafood to have parasites, and that's where you're supposed to cook it
Okay,
to a certain
so
temperature.
real quick, so parasites are very conducive in Asian seafood. So if you're buying seafood and it says it's from Vietnam or an
I
Asian
don't buy
country,
sea. I live in Washington State and I'm from Louisiana. I can't imagine why I would buy foreign seafood anywhere.
the, when you buy it from those countries, they are prone to have parasites. They're just prone to have them, possibly, possibly. So always
Just
buy
because that area of the world has just nothing they're
a,
doing, just geographically,
a
that's where the parasites
lot of
are.
yeah, a lot of parasites, a lot of bacteria. So try to find seafood that's going to be closer to you, that's going to be fresh.
Yeah,
I'd rather have it. Yeah.
it's easy to get here. I'm like a few blocks from the bay.
So me and you have something in common. So you're right there, and I'm also in Virginia. We can literally get fresh seafood coming out of the Virginia Bay, like Chesapeake Bay. I mean, coming right out, like fresh. It was just alive a couple hours ago,
Yeah,
and
that's what I'm used to. Back
yeah.
home, they'd have the men that would come off the boats and they at the port and they would walk around the neighborhoods to the houses and sell big old pounds of shrimp door to door, just fresh out of the ocean. And my mom would get them and make all kind of shrimp dishes. It was so good. They were the big
I
jumbo
made
shrimp. I love fried
oh,
shrimp.
you like shrimp? You're a shrimp guy?
Hmm. Oh my God, you got me. I'm as hungry for fried shrimp now as I was for those fries earlier today. I forgot how good homemade fried shrimp is.
You got to do it.
In
You
the
have to do
fried
it with.
daddy or the fried mama, whatever it's called.
You got to do it with
Food
a
porn,
like.
I guess so. It's
Yeah.
hey Angeline, good to see
Yeah.
you. Here, I'm gonna
You have to
drop
do,
Jesse's new channel.
Yeah, you got to do it with fresh
Angeline and
garlic.
Jesse do the missing link, or Jesse does, and you can check him out. He's just started a new one.
You can't eat shrimp without fresh garlic and a little bit of salt and pepper. Oh my goodness gracious!
And lemon. I like
You like
lemon
lemon?
on my shrimp. Yeah, but I don't do any dipping. I just like it fried
Mm.
with a little bit of lemon. Hey, Spike, Gen X fries, hold the salt.
I'm just here for you guys to inspire my appetite.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, are you doing a show later?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh,
Depends. Depends on what
here,
nutrients.
let me drop Spike's channel too. He does some good music streams. He really knows how to get a good vibe going.
Yeah, it was fun last night. I think I told you earlier.
What's up, man? Spike, what's up?
What up, Mike? Did you
Same
see
old, same.
Jeff's French fry expedition this afternoon? This is
I did
my.
not. Did
I
he
went and
get
got my
fries? Like
fries. Oh my god, they were. I'm already wanting more. I'm gonna go back and find out about the chocolate ice cream.
fries? So fries. Spike, how
McDonald's fries.
ridiculous!
I had my first batch of fries in like 20 or 30 years, and they tasted
Spike,
exactly even better than I remember.
but Spike, how ridiculous is the price of eating out now? It's just out of control.
No, it's
What's a
Like
crazy.
typical like if you go to Applebee's? What's a typical one person ticket?
I've
Lawyer
never been to
chick,
Apple.
thank you so much. Wow, this really helps. Thanks. I'm almost YouTube has this thing where you have to have a certain amount each month for them to send you a check. Otherwise, they hold it and they send it next month. And I'm just a few bucks away from making this month's um, total. So thanks. That helps. What would you say? Oh, Nancy Monarch. Hey, good to see you. What would you say like if I went to Applebee's? How much could I be expected to pay for an entree,
I've only been
maybe an
there twice, but
appetizer?
you're probably gonna drop a 20 on one meal.
That's not that's about what I used to pay at Applebee's for.
I mean, if you want the steak, it's probably 30. But I went there a few months ago, and then the first time was like 8 years ago.
yeah,
So
their steaks are terrible, terrible. Like
I
they're
believe
just
that.
crappy.
Yeah, I don't know if I would go to Applebee's for a steak. There's so many other
But
places
they
to
have
get
a
one at.
killer. They have a killer chicken Alfredo like meal. It's good. I mean, it's actually decent.
Yeah, I like
Um,
Chili's too, and
yeah.
Bennigan's.
I actually
oh,
do like Chili's recently. And you'll spend less at Chili's than you will at Carl's Jr. Like you'll get
Chili's
like
has
the burger, fries, and drinks for like $10 when it's like 20 to go to fast food these days.
so
Oh, when did they
Chili's.
change their fryer oil? Let me look it up because it was good. It tasted as delicious as I remember.
Mm,
But yeah, I don't get mad at the Chili's burger.
Oh, it was in 1990 they swapped it, and then in 2002 they began cooking in a soy corn oil blend. So I have probably had the new oil if it's been that long ago.
I I think the best fries in the world are Five Guys. You ever have
I
Five
remember
Guys?
that shameless. I used to work the fry station, and you're right. We had to make special batches for the no salt people because you
But
couldn't just
Five
leave
Guys.
unsalted French fries out for later.
Five Guys does have great French fries. I don't know about best in the world, but they're definitely really good.
Oh, for a fast food chain, I mean, they're damn good, damn good. You know, they use the
I don't think I've
potato.
ever had a Five Guys.
They use the peanut oil. Peanut oil. That's what they use. It's really good, but it's expensive. You know, you're going to spend $30 for a burger, fries, and a drink,
Really?
and
Is it fast food?
it's what would you call
Semi-fast.
it? Would you call it luxury fast food? Would you call it mid-level? Like, what are we calling these things now?
Wikipedia is calling it an American fast food chain focused
So
on
when Five
hamburgers,
Guys,
hot dogs, French fries.
their hot dog, whoo, fire, bro, fire.
Ooh, that
Like,
burger looks
yeah,
mushed. It doesn't look.
Yeah.
This is okay. Hang on. Let me show you this burger. This is on the home page of their website. Look at that. That's not appealing. That's like those
Yeah.
little greasy hamburgers you'd get from those local
I
hamburger places growing up.
Jeff, I promise you,
Why
those
would they choose?
fries.
They have food designers that get paid to make food look as fake and appealing as possible. Why didn't they hire a food designer? What is this burger? I
I
would
don't
never
know.
want to eat that.
The fries are good. The fries are really good, and they have chili. It's really good, but they have
No,
they're
Five Guys doesn't have chili.
no, they have chili.
Really? Not.
Yeah, they'll put it on
Well,
a hot dog for you, and you can
I
get a cup of it.
just pulled up the menu. Let me look.
Yeah, you can get a cup of it. The one in Virginia, they can, because they have a chili dog, and you can ask for a cup of chili on the side. Yep.
Toppings. Here we go.
The cool thing
Mayo,
about Five
lettuce,
Guys is you
pickles.
can add all the toppings you want at no charge.
hmm
I don't see it on their website, but they might have it as a side.
Yeah, they had a little. You could get a chili dog, and then you can get a little side of chili, and it's good. It's actually
It must be
decent.
your. It must be your. Because when Five Guys first came out, I went from here to Colorado trying out the different Five Guys I could find.
So
Back when I was a foodie channel.
When Five Guys first came out, came out in Washington D.C. I think it was D.C. and you can get a burger and fries for like $5. It was like so affordable. Like we're
Yeah,
talking
they
about.
like tripled in price in like the last 6 years for sure.
Yeah,
Like it used to
yeah,
be like $9 out here, like to get fries and a burger, but now it's like $19.
yeah. That's insane. That's ridiculous. That's highway robbery. And I don't know why anybody eats at McDonald's. I know you got some fries, Jeff, but like the burgers at McDonald's suck.
They
They're
make me
not good.
sick. I can't even eat them. That's why I
I
haven't eaten
know
at McDonald's in so long, because I can't eat their food.
they're,
My
they're
body
terrible.
rejects it.
And now they're trying to do the freaking chicken Whopper. It's like, what are you doing? It's just
No,
too.
yeah,
Good.
those are giant chicken nuggets. They're not even the same
I
chicken
know, that's what it
patty.
looks like, a big old flat chicken nugget. There's two of them. And
No, thank you.
that burger looked this high.
Ugh.
And they're a paste. Chicken nuggets and miles are a
I
paste.
know! It's that pink paste. I, I quit eating. That's another reason I quit eating McDonald's. When I saw the nugget paste, I quit eating chicken nuggets, and
Yeah.
I
that was
mean,
another.
everything's a paste, sort of. It's weird though. I didn't eat McDonald's for 20 years, but I started going just for the nuggets. I don't know why, like a year ago. So every once in a while, I'll stop in. But it's so anti what I used to be.
The last time I treated myself, Spike, the last time I treated myself for like a cheat, I went to Popeye's chicken. And I got 3-piece and a side, and the chicken was overcooked. It was tiny, like little tiny pieces of chicken. And I think it was like 20 something dollars, $21. I'm like, is this reality? Is this really what we're doing? It was terrible. And at the end of the night, there's videos. They're charging you 21, 22, sometimes $40, $50 for chicken. At the end of the night, they throw chicken in the trash can because they can't recycle it.
Oh, Zent's cool. Mate, what is your take on the Trump thing? Like Trump's visit, his little photo op as a professional McDonald's.
I think he did it as a rub. I think he did it to like rub it in her face. But
Oh, he definitely
Trump,
did. He wouldn't stop talking about. He worked at it every time. Like why are you doing this? Oh, because I love McDonald's. I love their fries. And also, when somebody claims to have worked here, that's just unbelievable. Just unbelievable that the heat. She said she couldn't take the heat. Like he kept bringing it up every chance he got.
I don't know.
He's
I
a
don't know.
master troll. Like Trump is a master troll.
Ridiculous. I don't know who it was, but he had a White House meeting with like foreign nationals, and he served them McDonald's. Did you see?
I would go if he was serving those fries.
I know, but the thing is that this is This is the White House. It's like you're serving people Whoppers and McChickens and shit. It's like,
Wait,
what
that
are
was
you
a while ago,
doing?
right? What? I feel like
That
I
was
remember.
back when he was president. When he was president, yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's pictures of him with like 100 Whoppers on a table. He's just like handing them out to people. I'm just like, what is going on, dude?
I think I said this
Trump and
before, but last election wasn't there this whole promotion to get a free burger if you show your voter's ballot or whatever?
I'm not sure.
Oh, let me look. Maybe they'll do that this year and I get some free fries.
I don't know if it was McDonald's, but I feel like it was some Midwest state. Like the governor was like, if you prove that you voted, we'll get you a free burger. Something like that.
Election day
Spike.
freebies. Here's where voters or poll workers
Remember that.
can
Remember that.
get free or discounted food. Yeah, there are places that do that. Krispy
Do you
Kreme, free
guys
donuts.
do you guys have a rallies, or a Checkers?
I love Checkers. Oh my god, Checkers fries.
Those fries
They're
are
crispy
fire.
fries. I forgot about those. Wait, Zence, whoa, free fries on Friday? What are you talking about? Is that a McDonald's thing? I'm there, dude. I walked half a mile today to McDonald's and got my fries. I streamed it. It was so good. The only thing that surprised me was there were almost no there was almost no people you had to interact with. You walk in and there's a giant screen like right at the doorway
Oh, yeah.
that you punch your order in, and then you go up to the counter and they hand it to you.
People made fun of me. They made fun of me online because I like to dip my Wendy's fries in the Frosty. There's
Oh, I know
nothing
people
wrong.
that do that. Yeah, I've heard of people doing that.
I love it. I
It
love
sounds
it.
nasty,
It
but I
is-
have heard of people doing it.
I love it. Because you get the salty with the sweet. Yeah.
Oh, hang on, Zence. Okay, well I know where I'm going this Friday.
You got to get the app.
What's the catch? You have to buy something, right? Free Fry Friday, McDonald's.
You have to download the app for that.
Oh, I don't know if I want them on my phone. Get free fries in the app with any $1 purchase. So I could purchase a small
drink.
fry and get a medium fry for free.
Double up on them fries.
Because you can even pay in the app. Oh, so I don't even need the menu thing. I can before I get to the McDonald's, just like you do at Starbucks, you can order through the app and then they have it ready for you.
Yes, that's how I do it. I don't want to interact with any weirdos if I don't have to.
Wow. They were nice. They were the people there today were very friendly and helpful. Way more friendly than if it was in Seattle, I'll tell you that. They actually talked to you. They kind of had smiles on their faces. A little bit of warmth.
So if Spike walks around in a spacesuit, a NASA spacesuit, so no one
Okay,
can
I need a
touch-
McDonald's sponsorship if I'm going to keep doing this. I had no idea I would be so into McDonald's.
See, we got to brand them the Gen X fries.
That's it. That's all it is.
Maybe I'll go get it. Maybe I'll work there. I can go do the fry station. I have experience. I can tell them. I've worked the fry station before, and I saw the Donald Trump video.
Did you ever watch the movie with Michael Keaton where it's like the whole beginning of McDonald's?
No.
Oh, great flick. Great.
It's called.
What's
It's
it
called
called?
It's called The Founder.
No.
That was.
What's his name? Ray somebody?
Ray Kroc.
Yeah.
KROC.
I might have to watch this. I didn't
But it's
know it was
Michael
out there.
Keaton, dude. Yeah, that's basically You had the two brothers who was running one McDonald's, and he basically just took over and blew the fuck up into $1 billion company. Like it's
Yeah, I might
crazy.
seriously we could watch it in Discord.
Yeah. You like this movie, Spike?
Nancy, what did you do at Chuck E. Cheese?
Mm.
That seems like one of the most fun places. If you can't work at a Vegas casino, Chuck E. Cheese seems like a next best option.
Do you remember when Chuck E. Cheese was Showbiz Pizza? It used to be Showbiz, and then it was Chuck E. Cheese. A friend of mine worked there in high school. That's how long ago this was. and it was just making pizzas and watching the scary animated fucking dolls and shit.
Was that the one with the gorilla and the mouse? Did they only have one animatronic pizza place, or
They
there
had
was like a
four of
Chuck E.
them.
Cheese knockoff?
They had four of them up there, and they would
Because I
dance
remember they
around
had a. Let me look up the people. One of them was
with
a
the
big
eyes
gorilla.
and shit. Dude, it was scary. It was a freaky
I remember
experience.
we would play skee ball at Chuck E. Cheese, and if you won and it would start to spit out the tickets, you could pull it, and you could
Mhm.
pull out like 10 or 20 more tickets if you pulled the right way. And so all you had to do was win a little bit, and then you'd go to the counter with a handful of all these tickets, and you get prizes.
So, so the basketball game, right? The little small basketball game was run on a light, like a little light. So if you went up and you just flipped your hand, you got like hundreds of tickets. It was just like a way to cheat to get like little prizes and stuff. But you know, that's what
And it
kids
was
do.
dark. It was always so dark.
Yeah,
Like for a
yeah.
kid's place, it was suspiciously dark.
And I remember towards the end, there was some problems where kids were, I guess there was issues. So they started putting the thing on your hand, the stamp, and you had to do it the IV light. Because I mean, I have four kids.
What? They
Yeah,
still
no,
have Chuck E. Cheese?
you had to get a stamp, to go in and out because they wanted to make sure that you weren't taking someone else's kids out of the Chuck E. Cheese. Yeah, it was a crazy place. This is
Wow.
back
Oh,
in
it
the
was loud and with a rope. Oh,
early
oh
2000s,
my
mid
God.
$2000s.
They
Yeah,
should pay you mental stress pay.
yeah. But they would put that little. You remember that stamp they would put on your hand, and then it would glow under a UV light. Do you remember that?
I remember at the clubs they had that, but I didn't
Well,
know the kids
They were
needed it to get
doing,
it to Chuck E. Cheese.
but they were doing that at Chuck E. Cheese. That's the glowing little stamp to make sure.
You
You know,
remember that because you were a dad. See, most of us were
Yeah, I
like we
haven't been to
were
Chuck E.
kids. We
Cheese
weren't
since I
going
was
to
a
Chuck E.
teenager,
Cheese.
probably.
yeah, it was wild, dude. But there was like a big thing where someone tried to take someone's child, and it was like a big deal. Of course, it's a big deal. But
Yeah, back when we were kids, they were hoping they'd steal us. Just kidding.
Yeah, I
yeah,
don't know
pay,
how disappointed our parents was when we'd have us
yeah,
snatched for a day or two.
pay the bills. But yeah, I go back a long way, man. It's Yeah, it's wild. I have pictures of me holding my kids, and my stepkids, of course, they're my kids, but they were like 3, 5, and 6, and I'm holding them. Now they're grown motherfuckers. It's just, these memories are something else. They are.
You remember Chuck E. Cheese when you were a kid, though?
I never went there as a kid. Never.
I was old. I
Um,
was an older kid by the
yeah,
time we
never
got to
went
go to
there. It's
one.
like when I was younger, we only went out to eat maybe once a week, maybe
Well,
once a week.
Chuck E. Cheese when we were kids, even if you
Yeah.
weren't going there, the arcades were like real arcades. But by the time I was an uncle or you were a dad, the
Hmm.
arcades became like little kiddie arcades just for little kids. But
Yeah.
when I was a kid, they had like the real arcade games. Like I'm pretty sure that they removed them because there are too many loitering teenagers.
The best video game that I miss playing is Big Deer Hunter. Have you ever played that game with the little
No, I remember
shotgun?
Duck Hunt. They had it at the skating rink.
Yeah.
Is it similar to Duck Hunt? I don't know if
No,
I Deer Hunt. I don't know if that's a game I really want to
it's
be
called
playing right now.
it's called Big Deer Hunter. And then there was another game in the arcade upstairs in the mall at Lynn Haven, and it was a baseball game where you were actually inside a little pen, and you would swing at a digital ball, and you would basically play baseball. And it was just the coolest thing ever for 25 cents. It was just cool, you know. This is back in what, 94, 95?
I hated
Think of,
arcade, especially mall arcade. They were dark and they stank. They
but
smelled like
think
bowling
about,
shoes.
oh my God, there was a Flipper McCoy's, And then people would go there and they'd be like in there, like you said, smoking and in the back making
Yeah, it,
out and
it
like
didn't
all
seem like a
this,
place for kids.
yeah, this is
Be hanging out.
this weird environment. I'm like, "Ah, let me get out of here, and all the games are old and it was
I like
filthy in there.
GameWorks a lot better.
Yeah, it was different. But arcades are gone. They're no longer. They're gone.
Really?
They,
I think Seattle still has a GameWorks. Maybe
You
it
can still
closed
find them
during
in
COVID.
bowling alleys, but standalone
yeah.
arcades are kind of rare.
Well, an actual, but
Oh,
Spike, an actual standalone arcade that had like the hot dogs and the fries and had 100 games in there. It's
because
just
everybody's on the screens now. Like they don't need to be hanging out in person in
it was
front of
it
screens. They
was
could do it at their
it
house.
was it was cool though. It was really neat. You went there to hang out with girls and just shoot the shit and just do your thing. You went there with $5, $5 back then. I mean, we're
What
talking
is
about
Dave and Buster's?
Dave and Buster's is a integrated arcade slash
Oh, they have one
digital
here. Maybe I could go
restaurant.
stream there.
Mhm. Yeah, my sit
It's a
my
restaurant entertainment business.
yeah yeah
Yeah, there's one in
my
Hollywood. I've been to Dave and
it's
Buster's twice.
it's I wouldn't recommend it. My daughter worked there because my daughter bartends, and it's just.
Oh,
I
it
mean, you
looks
go in
cool.
there for You go in there for $9 drinks and $20 entrees. It's not worth it. It's just not. It's just not worth it. And then you have to get a card. You can't even put money in the game, so they hook you into spending $30, $40, to get credits. You can't even put a quarter in. Remember back in the day, you just had 5 or 6 quarters in your pocket. You just popped a quarter in.
Quarter.
You
Oh,
played.
shameless! Wow, y'all had a home arcade. Did y'all have a what do you call it? The air hockey table.
Mhm.
I loved it when I went to a friend's house. They had air hockey
My uncle and aunt, before he passed, they had a whole basement full of arcade games. They did. They had a whole like,
and
um,
foosball.
I guess it'd be considered like an early man cave, but he had like all these different arcade games, and you can play them for free because the door would open and you would press a button, and then it would give you credits to play the game.
Oh,
That's yeah. It's just memories. It's just memories. Sorry to
yeah. We
disrupt.
were the video game generation. That started with Gen X. That's another thing we gave you.
What is your favorite? What is your favorite game? What is your absolute favorite game? Like a game.
I'm not a big video gamer, so that's hard. I like games like Myst and stuff like that, and there's some Steam games I like, but I don't really play a lot of games. But growing up, I was in the Pitfall Club, and you could take a picture of your TV screen and send in your high score to Atari, and they would send you a membership card and all this Pitfall swag. And I was so proud. I still have the pictures somewhere in the family album of my
Mhm.
score.
Pitfall was awesome.
Jeff, we talked about this. I told you you went crazy. I said someone asked me what's your favorite game, and I said Pitfall, and you like flipped the fuck out. You're like, what? Pitfall? And
It's about
because I
one of the
just
few games I could play, and
and,
Donkey Kong,
another
which had
game.
two levels on the
Do
Atari.
you, do you remember Jungle Hunt,
No, was that like a Pitfall knockoff?
where you're swimming and you're
One of my
jumping?
favorite Atari games was Raiders of the Lost Ark because it was like a puzzle. You had to figure it out. There was a
Mhm.
puzzle element to it. Oh, no, I remember Jungle Hunt. I'm looking at the.
Jungle Hunt,
No,
where
we
you're
didn't have
swimming.
this. This looks cool.
Yeah, you got to stab the crocodile and stuff.
How did we miss Jungle Hunt? I tried to get into Sword Quest. That was a mess.
I bet. But another great game. There was a game for Nintendo called Fax Andu. I don't know how to spell it, but it was like a game where you can fly and you have like Achilles shoes, and it was kind of like a Zelda kind of game where it's like a quest. You have to go through like weeks and weeks and weeks of going through like storylines and stuff like that. But it was just cool. It was a cool game. But then you have the the baseball games, you have the basketball games, you have.
We didn't have a Commodore 64, but I had some friends did. I remember we played Zork. Was that a game? The
I
text
had
game where you
Commodore.
explore the dungeons.
I had a Commodore 64, which was rare back in the
Yeah,
late 80s.
yeah. Like the poor people didn't have it, but some of our
Yeah.
upper middle class friends had it. You could go and play at their house.
I had one. I still have it, and we used to play Oregon Trail.
Oh, I remember that one. Yeah,
Yeah.
and they even had some Apple computers back then too.
I had
This is in the
a
'80s.
Vectrex.
The
I had a
early
Vectrex.
Apples.
Yeah, I had a
They had a little rainbow
Vectrex.
Apple logo.
Yeah. All this crazy stuff. Yeah, just thinking,
Gen
like it just
X,
brings
baby. Y'all are
just
welcome.
brings back memories. It brings back memories. It really does. But yeah, it's cool. Like that early technology is wild. Jeff, I had one of the first StarTACs, the StarTAC flip phone, like the little tiny one that flipped. I had one.
Don't even know what that
That's
is. Let's see. StarTAC.
a StarTAC, a Motorola StarTAC.
Motorola StarTAC.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what all the rappers had back in the
You remember
first
it?
generations.
Yeah, I had a StarTAC.
What
I
year
had
was
one
that?
like 2 years after everyone else, and I remember people laughing.
96. Wow.
Yeah.
No, I didn't even know these things existed back then.
Yeah. I still have mine in storage. It's in a
That was
box in storage.
before compute, like before. See, you had Windows 95, but most people started on Windows 98, so that was even before
Jeff,
Windows
I had.
98.
I'm sure Spike did. Jeff, I had a Sky Pager. You know what a Sky Pager is?
Nope, I never had a pager. Never needed one.
So a Sky Pager is the pager that they could text you a message on.
Oh
It was
yeah,
just, yeah.
I remember those.
Welcome to
Me and
Skype.
my partner used pagers because he was deaf, and so that was the way we would coordinate, like
I had a Sky
getting in touch
Pager,
with each other.
and it was
But it
free.
didn't have the
6
messages. It was just a normal pager.
I remember getting a cell phone bill back in like '97 for that StarTAC for like $300. Holy shit! Because you had to pay by minute. You didn't get like unlimited minutes and shit like that. It was fucking crazy. Like to have a cell phone back then, dude. I was
I
young.
remember the Mexican weed. That was the best weed. Where is that weed now? Why can't we get the Mexican weed back? I don't.
I was a
All this
kid.
fancy stuff.
Yeah.
The Mexican dirt weed.
The dirty weed. But no, I remember all the electronics from back in the day, all that old stuff. You know. Shit, I
That
remember
was the
my
first video game, right? 1978.
wasn't it Pong? Was it Pong the first
Well,
game?
yeah, Pong for Atari, but like arcade game. I think Space Invaders
Mhm.
was the first. Started to displace the pinball machines.
Another great game was Missile Command. That was where they would shoot the missiles up to hit the other missiles coming
And
in, called Missile
Galaga.
Command. Yeah, Galaga was great. Yeah, it was a good game. Yeah, man.
Space Invaders was the first fixed shooter and the first video game with endless gameplay, meaning there's no final level or end screen.
Oof. Sorry, just getting tired. Good conversation.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's good.
it really was.
It's really good to talk about like random stuff. It's just good.
Anyway,
This Gen
This is
X.
so
That's what we
ridiculous.
do here.
Talking about it's one thing, bragging about it's another. I'm out of breath because I've been.
What is that, Spike?
Who
Oh,
was
my
that?
bad.
Oh.
Oh, it's my friend.
Oh. Do you have a lady over, or are you playing something in the background? Well, I don't think poodles have a choice.
Like, it sounded like
They
Sam
kind of
P.
they're kind of goofballs by nature.
Spike's like, my bad.
Yeah, I remember that our Boy Scout troop leader they had the only Atari in town in the little village I grew up in, and we would go over
Whoa.
and his son was in my class, so we'd all go and play with the son, and played
Mm.
Pong, and it was the kind that had the paddles, not the joystick. And it was just
So
watch. It was black and white TV too. It wasn't even color. It's just watching this pixel go back and forth across the
you
screen. And we were so excited to get to play the Pong game.
dude, I was so spoiled growing up. I had a Vectrex. A Vectrex was a black and white TV that had an attached um, thing that came out that you played with. And then I liked Voltron. I don't know if you were big. Look at
What
Vectrex.
is
Vectrex.
Voltron? That sounds
Voltron
familiar.
is an
It's a
old.
game.
Voltron is an old series. Like
Shameless. What the hell is this? Is this a real thing? Hang on. Shameless just sent this picture. This is not real, or is it somebody that painted their? What, what am I looking at?
that's a painted
China
dog.
photo. It's from China.
Oof.
Thundercats.
But my father would always buy me like these fancy things, you know. But it was cool. I had an all metal Voltron. I had the Vectrex. I had, of course, Atari 2600. We had a ColecoVision. Remember
I remember
ColecoVision?
Coleco, and they had.
Yeah.
Was Activision a thing, or was that just a game company?
I'm not sure.
I
Because they
think it
had
was,
a television. That's what I'm thinking of. Some people had a television instead of
yeah,
Atari.
Yeah.
yeah. I always got
ColecoVision.
Television and Activision mixed up too.
If you ask me, ColecoVision, I think was a pioneer in like the color games and like the more advanced games like Smurfs and stuff like that. ColecoVision was really, really good. It was. And I think what turned the page, of course, we all know that PlayStation turned the page. PS 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever, it's up to like 10 now, whatever it is. But to have a PS2 back in the day, you were the man. Like you were awesome. That looks like a fox.
Oh yeah, it does. Designer pet. The people are designing their pets.
Mhm. Yeah, but the greatest system I ever had was the Dreamcast, the Sega Dreamcast. Absolutely love that system. And I'm so mad that I
I
lost
think
it.
my friend had a Sega. We would play. We'd play the skiing. We'd get stoned and play the skiing game where you just ski down the mountain, and we'd put on
Mm.
music and ski, and it was so cool. And they had this one, and you were like a demon creature, and when you died, you turned into a spirit body, and you went to the like green spirit world.
Hmm.
Does that sound
Hmm.
familiar? That one was really fun.
It might be the well, it's
Like
not. Yeah.
you were going through this dungeon, and then you jump in these pits of like green liquid, glowing green liquid, and it would turn you
Ooh.
into your spirit body, and then you would be in the spirit realm of the same dungeon, and you were a demon. You had big wings.
It does sound familiar, like almost like a beast, but
That was the most advanced video games I'd seen at that time, and that was probably about like 2000.
hmm yeah. The Dreamcast was one of the games that had the discs. It was discs
Yeah, it was like a
instead of.
CD, and you
Yep.
put it in, and we would smoke weed and we'd play those games for hours
It
and
was
hours
going
and
to either
hours.
be it's going to be a Saturn, like a Sega Saturn, or a Dreamcast, if it's a Sega,
Yeah, I think it was a
because that was
Sega.
the discs. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I miss my normal old Nintendo. My son has it up in Ohio. Just my old NES, my
That's
old
the one
school.
with the little
Yeah,
arrows that you
a
play
long
Zelda
time
on.
ago.
That's
Playing
about where my skill level ends with video games. I
playing
could
Mike
do a little bit of
Tyson's.
Mario. I beat Karnov the fire breathing Russian. I don't know how, but that's the one video game I could beat.
The craziest thing ever is when I actually beat Mike Tyson's Punch Out, which is very, very hard to do.
Oh
But I beat
yeah,
it.
trying to be
Yeah.
Sandman or whoever that was at the end.
Sandman, but I actually beat Tyson because he flashes his eyes and he does an uppercut. So if you know how to move, you can get him. But I beat one time, just one time. That was it. But I actually beat the game.
And
But
you couldn't
yeah,
really save those games, right? Like once you got to the end, you had to beat it, or you couldn't save it. You could pause it for a day, but that was about as good as.
No, you had to beat it. Unlike Madden, where you can pause it and let it sit for like a couple days. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I know exactly what you're saying. This is just old school gaming stuff, Jeff. That's this old school gaming stuff.
I was
Sega
there.
Genesis was really, I
Part of
think,
it.
the groundbreaker as far as the visuals and the gameplay and everything.
My favorite game was Altered Beast. That was my favorite game. Was Altered Beast. So yeah,
Altered
Rise
Beast?
from your grave. Yeah, Altered
Oh, I've
Beast.
never heard of it.
Yeah, and it was like a guy who turns into like an animal and just starts going ham on people. Yeah, it's wild. And all this talk is just stuff from our childhood. It's just childhood stuff, like
Yeah,
good
this is
stuff.
a Gen X channel. We do this a
Yeah.
lot. In fact, tomorrow we're reviewing a couple of albums. Me and Leggy. We're gonna do Green Day's Insomniac and Michael Jarrah's Drainland. He's the guy from Swans, and we're gonna
Nice.
talk about the year 1995.
I remember it. I
In
do.
fact, I'll drop the link.
Yeah, that was supposed to be tonight. You moved it till tomorrow, though, right?
No, it was always gonna be set for Wednesday, and
Uh-huh.
then it's gonna be like in the afternoon or early evening. And then before that, Joe and I are starting a new series on community building and how to take the community to the next level. We have some ideas for that. So we're gonna be streaming regularly on Wednesdays and Saturdays at noon my time, 3 p.m. East Coast.
Awesome.
So that's gonna launch tomorrow as well. And
That's
I'll put
awesome.
the link for that.
Right on. Yeah. Anything else going on?
No, other than I got my fries. That was the highlight of not only my day, my entire week.
You got me thinking about Checkers fries. Checkers fries.
Oh man. In fact, is there a Checkers in Washington State?
I
That'll be
got
my
you.
next stream. Maybe I can make that a regular feature. Go out and try different fast
Yeah.
foods.
Checkers
they're
fries. So
the
good.
same
Go
company
ahead.
as Rallies, right?
Same
I
company.
think
Yes,
so.
brother. Yep. Rallies and Checkers are the same. Yes.
Yeah, we had like one or two out here, and I think I had it like one time ever, but I always hear about it or see videos
Oh.
on it.
Let me see
If
locations.
if you get lucky, Spike, if you get lucky, you'll get a really solid burger. But it's hit and miss.
Yeah,
On the
that's what I
burger.
hear. I hear a lot about how.
Sorry, there are no locations within 50 miles of me.
All right, Spike. So we have to pick Jeff up. We have to fly him out in a Learjet and take him to a Checkers.
Yeah,
Bottom
Spike,
line.
we should just do like a food tour of the U.S.
That's it.
Yeah, there's nothing better than fried chicken on the side of a road at a weird gas station.
Oh my God, Louisiana. People live out of those. They have the best home cooking comes out of the gas stations. You have entire plate lunches. You have every piece of fried thing you could possibly want. You have the boudin balls.
Yeah, they say in Texas too. Same, but like some of the best barbecue comes out of those gas stations.
Yeah.
There's a place called Bennett's Creek Market, and it's in Suffolk, Virginia. And it's a little small, it's a grocery store, but it has, they cook food in there. It's the best fried chicken I've ever had in my life. I mean, just old school, just, hey man, what can I get you? Like just old country people. And the chicken's so good. It is. They make homemade mac and cheese. They make homemade mashed potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, oh my goodness, man.
Some of the best food in New Orleans. I'm not kidding. New Orleans has some of the best food in the whole United States. Comes out of those little, like mom and pop grocery stores.
Yeah. And then there's a place
they'll have like an old black lady that comes in for a couple of hours during lunch and cooks, and they sling that food out, and then that's it for the day.
What you need, baby?
Hey,
what you
baby.
need?
Let me see what Mama got down here for you.
What you need?
That's that Living Color skit. I forgot about that. You want a little piece of pecan pie? And she'd reach in her bra. Let me see what Mama got down here for you.
There you go. Shit. And then they kiss you on the cheek. All of that's gone. Like all that.
It's definitely. I don't think it was ever up here to begin with, but
no, I think it was.
I know somebody that can make a killing if y'all want to bring it up here. They don't have any. I tried every southern restaurant the first few years I was here in this area, and there were none that were authentic.
But
Even
there's a
there was some black people that moved from Mississippi to start a southern restaurant, and even they had to adapt to the Pacific Northwest palate and ruin the cooking.
there's a place in Suffolk as well. I don't know what it's with Suffolk, but this is like way out in the boonies, like close to North Carolina. They actually serve different kinds of meats. So you can you can order squirrel or possum or raccoon. I'm like,
It's out of a gas station.
it's out of the gas station. right right next to the train tracks, right by the peanut farm. It's like you can't you
I
can't
love the
even
South
make
so much.
dude you can't even make this shit up. It's like literally someone. I'm like, what is going on here? You're selling squirrel out of a gas station, and I'm just like, what? Should I
That's
try?
very resourceful and kind of
No,
bad.
it's very southern. That's what these southern people do. But it's like, I'm like, hey, I said to him one time, I was like, hey, because I was out there and I was very uncomfortable, and I'm like, hey, how do you get this? Do you get it from a market or something? No, man, we go out and we hunt it. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, all right, no, I'm good. Some pellet shot and some
Well,
squirrel
that's what
somewhere.
growing up, my uncle would
Yeah,
take
yeah,
his gun and go
yeah,
outside and like shoot off into the trees, and he'd come back with squirrels or quail
yeah,
or
yeah.
doves, and then my grandma would cook it up in the big Magnolite pot with like a gravy
But,
and some rice.
but Jeff, they had them all cooked and roasted and smoked, and I'm like, this is crazy. Like, I'm a city boy. I'm like, this is strange to me,
Oh no, completely normal
and
growing up.
yeah, I'm just like, all
Duck
right,
ate a
well,
lot of
hey.
ducks. In fact, they had a barrel behind the house where they would clean the ducks and pluck the
Well,
feathers.
no,
I'd
no.
watch them
I,
pluck them.
talk, I talked about this on another panel. One of my favorite things in the world, me and my son, we love duck. We love duck meat. We love it. Like, we absolutely love it. We get it from you can only get duck, and if you don't hunt it, you have to get it from the Oriental market, because they eat a lot of the ducks.
Oh yeah, yeah. They had that in Chinatown in San Francisco
Yeah.
too.
So we get it there, but it's so good. It's like the richest chicken you've ever had, or it's a duck. But I
It was
mean,
so gamey. That's my problem with wildlife. It's just so gamey.
you
I
have to
could
know
never
how to
eat the
brine
duck.
it.
I
You have to
barely
soak
like
it.
dark meat chicken.
No, you have to soak it, and then it takes all the gaminess out.
Mm.
Takes all that out. But
Yeah, I've
yeah,
only
so
had duck one time. It was Chinese. One time where it was like delicious, but I'm sort of the same. It's a little greasy, a little dark, too dark for
it's
me. But
greasy. It is. It's
this
greasy.
was all cubed up and fried crispy. Like it was done. I was a kid at the time. I remember liking it, but
Hmm.
it's been a long time since I've actually liked it. It's
Like we,
edible.
we actually get a raw one, and we actually make it ourselves, and we get the rub. We get that Chinese rub, the red rub. It's like the red stuff. Now we don't have a way to blow it. They will blow it up in air. They'll put air in it.
Oh yeah, I saw that. What is it?
Yeah,
Peking duck or what?
yeah. But we don't do that. But we'll rub it with the same rub. It's the candy rub, and it's the sweet with the savory. It's good. It's good. But it is what it is. You know. It's a lot of work, though. I mean, you could easily just go buy a rotisserie chicken from Costco, but
I
yeah,
got one from Safeway a few years ago and I got food poisoning off of it, and I've never been able to eat rotisserie chicken since.
you have to. I got food poisoning from Chick-fil-A when I was in my 20s. I got food poisoning, straight up food. I was in the hospital, everything.
Oh my
So
god.
I haven't ate Chick-fil-A
I know
since
your
then.
body like when you get food poisoning, it remembers that food, and like I got it from some bad Chinese food before too, and I could never eat that Chinese food again either.
It was undercooked chicken. I took a bite, and I unfortunately ate it, and it was kind of cold on the way down, so it was not cooked chicken. And yeah, that's what happened, and I got really, really sick. I did.
Yeah,
Um,
it's like your body it programs your body
yeah.
after that.
So I'm like, I cannot even eat there anymore. And I know, like, I'll drive past it and it smells good, and I know they're very successful, but I can't eat there. I can't eat there anymore. But
It's amazing how our body protects us like that
it gives you a bad memory. It's
for
like,
survival.
because you can eat raw beef, you can eat raw things, but if you ingest raw chicken, you can have that poisoning in it.
Growing up, I used to love raw bacon, raw wieners, and raw hamburger meat. I would just go eat it out the freezer, like the fridge, constantly.
And with sushi, I don't know if are you a sushi guy? Do you like
No,
sushi?
I can't even go in a sushi restaurant because the smell is so bad. I can't even be in a restaurant while my friends are eating sushi. I can't even walk by a sushi place.
I don't eat sushi at all because I'm allergic to vinegar. And what you do is you take sushi, you take raw fish, and then you put rice vinegar on it, and it kills the bacteria. Right? Right, Spike? It kills the bacteria.
Well, I don't know. I never heard that part.
Well,
I know.
I even tried
they
the
coat it.
California roll without the fish, and it
Yeah.
was gross. I couldn't even eat it.
I love
Well,
sushi.
Google it. I believe they do treat it with rice vinegar. With vinegar.
Yeah, they might. I've never heard
Yeah.
that. They might though.
Yeah. They don't just take, a fish out and throw it on the plate. I believe they do put vinegar through it to kill the bacteria. I believe. I could be wrong. I believe that's what they do. They
It
treat it with
says that
rice vinegar.
sushi rice has vinegar in it.
Okay, vinegar. Okay. Yep.
They treat the rice with it.
I guess it
You're
kills the
allergic to
bacteria.
vinegar though?
Huh?
Did you say you're allergic to vinegar?
So
I
no
am.
pickles or salt and
I
vinegar
am.
chips for you.
I can't have ketchup, mustard, any of that. I can't. Because the acid in it, the
Acetic
acid,
acid.
it messes up my stomach. It's not going to K-word me, but it'll just make me sick. That's all. It'll make me want to throw up. That's all.
Nancy,
Yeah.
oh my God. I used to eat like half a bottle of Flintstones growing. That was candy. I have no idea why our parents just left that in the cabinets for the kids to access.
Jeff, how great were Luden's cough drops? Those red Luden's cough drops? Do you remember those?
We
I have
had those.
some
I
right
remember
now.
Ricola.
The Luden's, the red little cough, the Luden's.
I
They were
remember
Cherry
like,
one.
Halls. Oh, I'm looking at them now. Yeah, we had Halls that were similar. But I didn't
Spike,
like
remember
the
Actually,
those?
cherry flavor at all. I liked that like
the
just the
Ludens
plain.
were like
It was like
a,
gold.
a trick to have candy because they were medicine technically. They were
Yeah.
cherry
And
But I
then
flavored.
love chloroseptic.
what about then you had the grape Robitussin? You
I don't remember the grape. Um,
where you're like, goop, and you're like, woo, and it's cough medicine, and so you
there
can't
was
drink.
some grape cough medicine. I think it was a prescription that did
Yeah.
taste good, but the Robitussin was nasty.
Mmm.
And NyQuil was
It's like,
even worse.
oh yeah, NyQuil will mess you
Oh
up. If
yeah,
I
I'm
take
familiar, Zintz. I'm familiar.
I take NyQuil, I'm knocked out for like 3 days. I'm sleeping for like
Her
3 days.
stories.
Yeah.
Looking at the stories. I grew up watching stories. I'm still watching them to this day. Right now, every day.
It's kind of like when you eat too much turkey and you want to fall asleep. It's got that chemical in it to make you get sleepy.
Tryptophan.
Is that what it is,
Oh
Mike?
yeah, the turkey coma. I get that. The tryptophan. In fact, sometimes I'll find myself really fatigued, and then I'll remember that I had turkey that day. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's what it is. That's what I'm feeling.
I'm at Thanksgiving. I'm at Thanksgiving about 2 years ago, right? And I'm at my ex's, with the family, and I'm eating turkey. And I ate a little bit too much turkey, And I'm like, I'm just going to lay down next to the TV on the floor. And I was out. Like, I actually fell asleep on the floor. Like, I was in turkey coma. I was. And then I woke up. Go ahead.
I love turkey coma. It's the greatest feeling.
I woke up. I'm like, whoa. And they're like, are you okay, Dad? I'm like, I was in turkey coma mode. But literally, I ate a bunch of turkey and I'm just going to lay down and relax. I'll be fine in about 10 minutes. And then like 3 hours later, I just wake up. It's like,
But turkey does have tryptophan, doesn't it? Oh,
it
wait.
does. It does.
Let's see. It might be a myth.
No, it does. It does. It'll knock you out. It'll knock you
There's the
straight out.
turkey drowsiness myth. They call it a myth, but I know for a fact, even before I even knew the story, my body was getting sleepy after turkey. So it could not have been suggestibility. And they say the same thing about Coca-Cola. When you're sick, especially if it's stomach related, and I drink an ice cold Coca-Cola out the bottle, I don't care if it's a myth. That thing works every time.
Placebo.
It might
Yeah,
be.
we always
but
have to do 7-Up or ginger ale, but I wish I had the Coke.
Yeah, yeah.
Just
I'm
like I
telling you,
get sick when I eat McDonald's burgers, and I don't know why. But there's a specific feeling it gives my body, and I've only felt it with McDonald's burgers.
Myth
I
or
know.
not, my brother-in-law refuses to have turkey on Thanksgiving for the last couple of years. Like last year,
Because
we
of the
went to go get
tryptophan?
Korean barbecue instead. I took a video, posted it to YouTube. But I'm
Oh,
old school. I want turkey and stuffing. I'm old school. I want some sweet potatoes on the side.
That's Thanksgiving. The Indians didn't eat Korean barbecue with.
No, that's what I'm saying.
They didn't have Koreans.
My family's getting all. I mean, they do like New York strips 2 years ago. Like they're. I mean,
I love Korean barbecue though.
yeah, good meals.
Oh
Good
yeah,
meals.
it's good.
I want turkey and stuffing.
Spike, I ate that turkey, dude. I was like, I was like, I was out. Like that tryptophan hit, and I was just like, good night. And it was like, they were like kicking me on the floor. I'm like, oh, I'm laying on the floor.
And it could be a combination of the carbs too. But there is definitely something about turkey that my body.
I know. Every time, if I have a turkey sandwich, okay, so I get sliced turkey, and then I'll have 2 or 3 pieces. And what I do is I put Italian seasoning on it, and sometimes I'll wrap it in a piece of cheese. And I'm like, I start feeling tired. But I'm telling you, turkey just messes me up. I probably shouldn't eat turkey. But on Thanksgiving, I went ham on that turkey. And I was just like, all right, I'm just going to lay down for 15, 20 minutes. And yeah, I'm just like, boom, you're out. It was great. I felt amazing. I woke up. I was like, oh, I feel great. But I fell asleep in front of the TV. Like I was blocking the TV. They're like trying to move me. It was funny. It was great. What a great Thanksgiving.
Mr. B, the experts don't know nothing. You should know that by now. Go by your body. Go off of your body.
No, I'm telling you that I ate that turkey. I got so tired. And hey, listen, that's what it is.
Yes, the green bean casserole.
And
the sweet potatoes, but it has to have the fried onions on it. They can't be mushy. They have to be like crispy.
Okay, so Xant's, that is what is my favorite side, and my ex didn't like it, and my kids didn't like it, so they would make it just for me. It's got to be the green beans, of course.
Canned green beans, the mushroom soup.
Mushroom soup. Okay.
The French
and now it's up,
the onions.
There you go. And it's up to you if you want to add a little bit of paprika to the top. It's up to you. You can do whatever you want to make it spicy or not spicy. It's up to you.
Does paprika have a spice? I never found it very spicy. It didn't really have much of a flavor at all.
It's a hidden spice. Yeah.
Maybe being Cajun, my palate just can't detect paprika spice.
That was Spike. That was my favorite, and then of course the yams. Of course, you want to call it casserole, whatever. We'd mash them with brown sugar and butter. Oh my God. And cinnamon. Oh shit.
Marshmallows,
Yeah. Something
candied
else.
yams with marshmallows. Sometimes you have pineapple in there. I
I
always just
love
wanted the
sweet
sweet
potato, but
potato on
not
its
with the
own.
marshmallows.
We have to make a cooking channel. We have to. I mean, we just have to do this. I mean, it's just
I
this
can't
might
believe we
blow up.
spent 2 hours talking about food,
Yeah.
and it feels like we could go 2 more.
It's you know, Jeff, it's more about connection and memories than it's about food. We're talking
Yeah,
about our memories. We're talking about video games
because
that
we're a generation. Like generations have something that hold them together. I'm learning. It's almost like
Mhm.
its own subculture, and
Yeah.
that's why I'm so fascinated with the difference between Gen X and millennials, because I want to help pass on the Gen X wisdom from our subculture to the millennials. They don't
But
seem
what if
like they're having a happy experience of life.
but what if you can't? What if it's because we
Well,
were
I could.
raised
I mean,
differently?
all I could do is
Yes,
try.
you can. But I do believe that we grew up in a more innocent environment. In other words,
Have you
they're
watched our
growing up.
movies?
I have, but they let that in. Like we had more guidance, we had
And of
more
course, most of them
stability.
came. Most of our art came from the boomers.
Yeah, hmm I do, I do. I just, I hate because I have kids, right? I have kids. I have a grandson. I hate to say that these people are doomed because I don't believe that.
Yeah, I
I
don't
just
either.
believe I believe they have a different experience, and I believe that we appreciate things more than they do. They don't appreciate stuff. They haven't been through the struggles we have. That's just my opinion. They haven't been through all that. Like
We
I
got the best of
remember,
both worlds because we got a half of a life before the internet, and then we got another half of the life with the internet. So we got it all.
I said this one time, Jeff, and I'll say it again. One of my happiest moments was on Thursdays. AMC, which is a movie theater, had dollar movie night. They had dollar movies, right? This is back when I was like 18, 19, something like that. And me and my girlfriend would go. We'd go to dollar movie night. We would sneak candy in. We would go to the
Hmm.
sneak it in.
Of course.
And after the movie, we'd go home and get a rotisserie chicken and powdered mashed potatoes. And I'm telling you, what I'm trying to tell you is we were the happiest people you've ever met. We were
It
like,
really didn't
yes,
take much. Like we could entertain
yeah.
ourselves with a stick and some rocks.
But I mean, but now it's like, oh, I want to go to Coachella. I need me a gold chain. I want Botox. Where's my titty job? All I'm trying to say is that I know that's off color, but it's like people have forgot how easy it is to be happy with simplicity. That's what I'm trying to say. Just simple happiness.
Yeah, I think we
I
did. I
have,
think we knew how to enjoy the moment a lot better than.
and Jeff, I wish we can go back. If
Well,
if
we
if
we
you
we can in a way. We can still bring that spirit into the present. We like
I
through our
know.
memory. We have the ability to travel back through memory and keep that summoned up.
Someone told me one time, someone said that, I was talking to an ex and she said to me, your memory haunts me. It haunts me. Well, so
That's a
what
true
does that
shot.
mean? And this is what she said, because I miss what we used to be. I miss it. Your memory haunts me. It's a haunting memory, but not in a bad way, in a good way. In other words, I miss those easy, simple times of
But
just
like
being happy.
even Spike's show last night, like that for hours I was in that bit. Like it was all the music from the 80s and the 70s. It was so cool. Like we were all in that memory last night together. So those memories are eternal. They don't you can carry them forward.
You can push it forward, but you have to understand what I'm trying to say. It's just one of those things where you look back at past relationships, you look past the past experiences, and it does take a weight at you, not in a bad way. You reminisce on those
It's that longing,
simple.
but
That's it.
I guess I'm able. I have a hypothymistic memory, so it is very vivid. Like all of my early memories are still very vivid to me. So I'm able to call that nostalgia forward and make it
Yeah.
manifest in the present. And I think that's what keeps it, makes it less painful for me. And it's kind of healing,
Keeps it
actually.
going. Keeps it going. Yeah. No, I
Yeah.
agree. I
Like I've
agree.
been watching Star Wars, like the Star Wars series lately, and I haven't seen it since the theaters when they came out. And all that nostalgia is just flooding back every time I watch it.
I found a book of photos of me, and I'm looking back at myself in the '90s, and damn, I was handsome, and damn, I had the whole world in front. No, I really was back in the day, and I'm like, wow, I have everything in front of me. So why am I stressing now? Why am I so unhappy now?
Are you
And so,
unhappy?
um, I think I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in a lot of my decisions that I've made. Just disappointed. I should have made better decisions. I should have done things differently. But I guess, is that a learning curve? You know,
Well, you can still make choices now
you
that are
can.
different.
But
I
I
think
think
as
it's
long as you,
very.
you have the power to do that, it's
Mhm.
not, you're not at the mercy of your fate.
But Jeff, I also think it's very healthy to acknowledge that you made bad decisions, that you
I
should
mean,
have did something. Yeah, yeah.
I look at the whole package. Like my ratio of bad decisions to good decisions. I've made enough good ones. I don't have too many regrets. I've made some bad regret code up here. That's one of them. But I don't know. I'm not big on living with regret as long as I have the power to do something with the present.
My biggest regret. You want to know my biggest regret?
Joining YouTube.
Is ever coming on YouTube.
Oh
That's
shit!
my.
Well,
I
you can.
nailed
That's
it.
it. See, that's something you could choose today. If
And
that's a regret, you're still doing it.
the reason being is people will take their pain out on you.
Yeah,
That's the reason. That's why. That's why.
yeah. I'm getting some of it too.
Spike, Spike, you know
But
me
I've
very
always
well.
gotten it, even before YouTube. People have been
Yeah.
doing that. It's scapegoating.
And
I know
I'm
what you
very.
mean more than I believe what you say. Like, if that makes sense. Like, I know, I totally guess you're gonna say
You
YouTube, but
saying you don't
almost.
think he's as much of a victim as he's portraying?
No, no, I'm saying that I understood that it could have been YouTube, but more lightheartedly, like not literally. But I know what you meant because YouTube is a mess. It's chaos.
It
It's
can
chaos.
be, but I mean, it has the potential to be other things too. I mean, look, that's what I'm
Oh, I
trying to do
believe
with this
that.
channel. I'm
No,
trying
for
to
sure.
show that YouTube doesn't have to be all drama, all negative.
Well, Jeff, you do a good. I mean, I'm sorry. It's going to seem like I'm kissing your butt, but I'm here for a reason. I care about you, and
Butt hugging.
anywhere I go, I never talk negative about you. Never, anywhere. Like I go all over the place because I believe you do give people a place to come and just talk, and without judgment, and just
Oh,
shoot
I
the.
don't know why people think this is without judgment. There is definitely judgment going on. I
Well,
judge. I'm very transparent about it. I'm very vocal about my judgments usually.
well, if it's justified. So, in other words, if someone comes up and they're not doing anything wrong, you don't just pick on them. You don't just yell at them. You don't yell slurs at them and stuff.
No,
I'm just saying,
that never was my style.
yeah, and I
I'm too
appreciate that.
interested in people, and you don't
Yeah,
get the real person if you
Jeff,
interfere with that kind of noise.
you like to analyze. You like to analyze people. That's what you like, and that's great. It's great to analyze people. It is. So,
It's just
but
pattern
Spike, I
recognition.
appreciate. Yeah, we have pattern of behavior. It is. And Spike, I appreciate what you said. I do. I really appreciate that.
I
You
got you,
know.
bro.
But Mike, you really
Yeah.
like whatever your YouTube experience has been. I've noticed you like making some really positive experiences for yourselves lately.
Yeah.
And then every now and then
It's the.
you go over to the dark side and you indulge
Yeah.
in the drama, but you're able to kind of range around both now.
Pull it back. I'm able to pull it back. A lot of people can't pull it back. They go crazy. They go ham, you know. But no, it's cool. And a lot of people really can't figure me out. I think Spike has a good pace on me, and I think Jeff, you do as well. But the thing is that I like to play in muddy waters sometimes, and sometimes I just like to come and talk to friends. That's it. You know, it's
Well,
that
that's what this
simple.
place is for, the drama
Yes,
sanctuary. And then the
just talk
swamp
to
is out
friends.
there when people want to go roll around in it.
Just talk to friends, and people don't realize, you know, that I'm feeling them out. Other people, not you, of course. Other people, I'm feeling them out, and it's okay. It's fine. They can stab and punch me all they want to. It never gets to me. I've been doing this for 2.5 years. It never
Yeah,
gets to
it
me.
doesn't me either. I've had a lifetime of practice at this, the
Yeah,
things rolling
it's
off.
good. It's
Because I
good.
don't, I'm in control of what I internalize, and I'm very good at. Do I need to internalize this? Is this really about me or about them?
There you go.
It has to come from
Yes.
somebody I really care about or that I'm invested in or I feel like is invested in me before I even begin to take it seriously. A total stranger is not going to have the power to affect me. Not
So
long term.
Spike, let me ask Spike a question. Spike, do you believe there's a lot of people on these panels that are just out to hurt people? I'm just asking your opinion. Just your opinion.
Well, panels is like one part of YouTube, and YouTube is one part of social media. So I think let's make it a sports analogy. Sorry, Jeff, but no,
I
let's make
could
this a sports
I could do
analogy.
analogies.
I like to think maybe of YouTube as more like a friendly game of baseball. Whereas I
Mhm.
think maybe because as an artist I sort of had a goal, almost like football maybe. Now I'm getting too sporty here, but like I had an end zone in mind. But I think that maybe you hopped in 2 years ago because I've been on social
Wait,
media.
this has only been going on for 2 years? Y'all
Well,
make it seem like half a lifetime.
for Mike's example, yeah, that's what he was saying.
Wow, I didn't realize.
But I've been on social media for the better part of 20 years. So I think that maybe you hopped in and it was more like dodgeball, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
Whereas as a chess player, a baseball player, a football player, you sort of have a goal to get to. But in dodgeball, you're just trying to knock people out.
Or
So
dodge.
yeah, or try and catch the people that are trying to knock you out with the ball. You know, we've all seen the movie. We've all played dodgeball. So not to anyone's fault, but maybe if you sort of if it was a cooking channel or something, maybe if you did have like either a literal or figurative goal in mind, maybe it would be different. Like for me, I come on because of the same reasons. I like to have good conversations, but ultimately, I would like my art or my expressions to be heard or seen or witnessed. And I'm not really doing that much in the last couple of years on YouTube. I'm more goofing around on panels, but I started coming back to YouTube about 2 years ago because I was sharing my music. But whatever it is, even if it's just your thoughts, maybe there's a way to do it without playing dodgeball, which is what I kind of do. I mean, I hop around. People know I go from channel to channel, but I engage in good conversation, usually with the chat or maybe the panel, but I'm not trying to beat anybody up about it. I mean, there's enough people to beat up outside when I open my door and go to McDonald's to get French fries, as we witnessed earlier. All the kids coming out of school. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Don't want
I
to do
was
that.
nice to them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I'm just saying, like, there's too many obstacles in my three-dimensional world to try and have obstacles in my two-dimensional YouTube. So
Mhm.
maybe it's like a friendly game of baseball. I don't know. I don't have the answers. I'm just playing the game.
Sorry, Jeff. That's a pretty good analogy, Spike. And I think you're basically saying just kind of duck and move, going back to that movie, duck and move. But the thing is that people will take shots at you, and I think that I put myself out there to be a target many times, and I think I have to now kind of go through the motions of it. But like Jeff said earlier, I think I've changed a lot. I'm trying to be better, trying to improve, but it's like they won't. let you go. They won't like let up.
Yeah,
And I'm
but you
trying
keep
to,
going back to them too, I noticed.
but I'm doing it in a positive way, not a negative way. I'm trying to like be more positive. Um,
Yeah, I mean, STO said it a minute ago. The game, I mean, I'm not quoting him, but he basically said the game's not over. I mean, you're only in the first inning still. Baseball analogy again. Sorry, Dodgers, go
and that's
Dodgers.
cool. And I can literally drop off YouTube forever. But that's what
No,
they want. But I'm saying, but that's
Yeah,
what
they are
they
trying to
want.
get you canceled for sure.
They want to
Just
get me
like
off. But
Elon.
but they can't because they can't get enough of me. Their obsession won't let them get rid of me. In other words, I want him gone, but then if I leave, what are they going to talk about? And now I'm not trying to say that I'm that important. I'm just saying, but if there are people doing entire streams on one person 7 days a week, that's not healthy. It's just not healthy.
Wombat,
You
that's
know?
not the worst thing I've seen on YouTube, and y'all blowing
Yeah.
up that narrative so much. Hand Banana's a chomo. He's worse than anything I've seen from Mike. So, and
Mm.
this is not going to be the Mike show where everybody comes at Mike tonight. So, knock it off.
Well, I've
I think
never.
we're having a very heartfelt conversation, so don't ruin it with a bunch of drama.
Yeah, and I'm very happy to be a father and things like that. So no one can ever accuse me of doing that kind of stuff because that's not me. But like I said, once again, you know, but I do believe that people need to change and be better, and I want to be better, but it's almost like they don't allow you to be better. They keep pressuring you into being the same
But why are you even
asshole.
fooling with it? Like, just go be better. You don't need these people for anything. Just leave them alone and just go do your being better somewhere without them.
But but
They're
why
just
do
going to
we get
hold you
so?
back.
I get you. I get you. But we get so obsessed over other people's acceptance, right? We want their acceptance.
Not there. I don't want any of their. The more they hate me, the better I feel. I feel like, oh, good, I'm doing something right. Because all the people I don't want in my life hate me enough to stay out of it. Leave me alone.
Someone said to me earlier tonight, they said, Mike, you're just a really good speaker. Like you'd be a good speaker to people. And I said, I appreciate that. But unfortunately, I get, like you said, I get into that dark zone and I get in those muddy waters. And I should stay out of them. I think I'm going to take your advice. I think I'm going to stay out of those waters. I'm listening to you. I think I'm going to take your advice.
I mean,
Just stay
you're
away.
you're in control of where you put yourself,
Yeah,
and you notice the effects it has on your personal
yeah.
goals. So just use that information and adjust accordingly.
Like if I'm here, I feel happy. I actually feel happy. If I'm over there, I feel unhappy. So that's telling you everything. That's that's all I'm trying to
But
say.
something draws you back there. I don't know if it's
Um,
sadomasochism or it's the energy and the heat, but something keeps one little foot in hell.
not Sado, Jeff. Maybe to punish them or to take them in circles because I take them in circles. I'm always messing with them,
Hang on,
and
Eric
I'm
Lawless, where's my money? Get the hell off of my stage unless my Cash App starts blowing up in about 2 seconds. Otherwise, to hell with you. Banished.
so Jeff. Do I like being abused? I don't, but I can tell you this: I'm one of the rare people that when I log off, it doesn't bother me. Like some
Oh,
people, like,
yeah.
man, this is
Me
ridiculous,
neither.
kind of thing. It doesn't bother me. It's to me, it's a joke. So,
but let me ask you a question.
please.
And then I have one for you.
Uh-oh. Then I don't want to ask. No, I'm
Well,
just kidding.
actually, I'll ask my first because it's
I'm
quick.
just
Who the
kidding.
hell is Rakim?
Rakim.
Rakim. Who's Rakim?
It's a
Oh,
poet.
Oh,
Eric
okay.
begin with him.
Eric
All
Van
right.
Rakim. Yeah.
Go ahead with your
Yo,
question.
don't sweat the
Um,
technique. Don't sweat the techniques. Some of the best songs ever. Go ahead. Sorry, Spike.
um, so circular shoaling, without making a pun of it, don't you get dizzy from that though? Like,
No, no.
doesn't that exhaust you to even? Because Jeff was asking about like other places you go where you get sort of like headaches or it works you. So I'm sorry I'm speaking in a lot of analogies or metaphors, but going back to the arcade talk, back in our younger days, those arcades, as Jeff was saying, were like stinky, probably because they were smokers. You know, you were allowed to smoke in arcades back then, so they just had this bad aura. Even though I would put up with the aura to play the video game, is it worth playing the video games if you're going to stink or breathe heavily from it? Like, so I'm just comparing that to trolling or just because obviously I've seen in a lot of different places when like even Jack's stream or whatever the other day.
Mhm.
Like it's all of a sudden you're in there and I know you're trying to just be Mike, but they're thinking of the other Mike, you know, the one that was the master at blah blah blah, whatever. So you're all of a sudden doing this Bruce Lee routine where you're doing karate chops on like 6 people around you. And doesn't that exhaust you? I mean, I'm honest question, like isn't that exhausting?
Sure, sure.
Not
To
enough.
me, yeah, literally, no, it doesn't. Like I can do it forever, but I do take a little break sometimes. Sometimes I'll drop down. But I'll tell you, Spike, what I want to answer you very, very directly. What I really like is that people, they abuse me, and I hope that other people see their abuse.
Mm.
You know what I'm trying to
They
say? Like
really do they expose themselves. They really do show themselves.
so I'm strong enough to take it, and I want people to see it. I want people to see how horrible these people are.
Bring
And
out
I've
those
got
demons.
yes, sir. I've got so many people canceled because of the way they treated me and other people. And I take it on the chin. Like, it's just, I can't believe that they're that angry. They're just going crazy on people.
Yeah, it's. I
So,
wonder. I've asked this before. Do you think some of it's sexual? Because they don't do it to everybody,
yeah.
and
I
a
think a
lot of
lot
it
of it,
seems to come from, let's say, the female, like, side of things.
I think I'm an attractive guy. I'm not sure if I don't know what it is, but like, I'm just like, okay. But then,
Like they want some kind of connection with you, and there's
yes,
some kind of
yes.
attraction to you that they want to
There,
connect with, and this is their.
there's a pull. Jeff, there's an energy. There's something's pulling them.
You
There's
riz.
something,
You got the
yeah,
drip,
pulling them
literally. Sorry.
in. Oh my goodness. Yeah. And it's like, it's not just women, it's dudes too. It's like, whoa. It's like, it's cool, but I'm just like, yeah, just chill,
There's got to be something beneath the surface, like deeper, that keeps this, that sustains this level of persistence.
I, I, I
This is
really
not
do think
normal for like an internet stranger.
I think it's a yearning. I think they yearn for my company. They yearn for like me. No, hear me out. Yeah, I know you're
Okay.
laughing at me, but they want me to be there. They want me to come hang out with them. They want me to just be around.
Well, they
They're
they look for you. They
yeah, but but
like,
but
we
they're
found him, and then
saying
they tell other people, and next thing you know, there's 50 people at the channel.
but they're telling me to go away, right? They're telling me to go
Yes, they
away,
are. There's
and
very mixed messages. I've noticed that from the start.
nobody talked to him or else. But I'm dying to talk to him. It doesn't make sense. It's complete chaos. If they wanted to cancel me, they would just not speak to me. They wouldn't come
Right.
around.
Right.
They,
That's what I
it's,
do with the people I have friction with. I avoid them. I don't go intensify it.
where is he? Where's he at? I gotta go up there. They're like biting their nails. Where is he? Oh my God. He's fat. I'm not fat, dude. I'm actually in really good shape. And they're like, they put pictures of me up, like inflated.
You
My
have
face
boobs
is.
though, don't you? Your
I
moobs.
don't. I don't have any. I don't. I don't. It's just like they do all this stuff. It's like, what are you doing? But Yeah,
But I have also seen you provoke and instigate them. So we're back
I
to that
do.
circular trolling.
Well, yes, yeah. Jeff, I'm a good troll. I'm a good troll. I don't troll you. I will never troll you. I care about you and your channel. I would never do that. But like, I can get their goat. I can get under their skin. No one you'll ever meet in your YouTube career will be able to get under the skin of more
But
people.
there is really not that hard. Like their
It,
fragility
it
level and
it's
lack of
different. It's
resiliency
different.
is pretty
I do it
high.
so you'll be nice and then you'll be nasty, then you'll be nice, and that's taking them around. But the thing is that I enjoy going to channels that you can just have a conversation like we were talking about, and then they follow me there. It's like, whoa! It's like, what's going on?
Yeah,
And
they're rabid
they are.
rabid furries.
They're ripping their head off, and I can't figure out the attraction for it. Like you were just trying to break it down, but I think it's entertaining. I do. I do. I don't know, man. I don't get it. I just don't get it. You know, Spike had some good analogies. You have great advice. So my choice is basically to leave certain channels and get away from these people. But even if I do that, Jeff, they're going to follow me other places.
You were on Blizzy's last night, and y'all were having a great conversation about red pill and masculinity. I'm like, this is Mike at like he's not doing any of the drama. He's contributing to the discussion in very constructive ways. Like, I think it was a great panel. You and
It
Toxic
was.
Angel and Blizzy talking
It was
about men's
great.
issues.
It's fantastic. No drama. Just talking and just chilling. And people try to attack him in his chat, and he's like, "I'm not having this. Goodbye." You know, and it's great. It was great. It was a really good time. It was. I want to show him support. And I like the guy a lot. I do. I think he's got a
Yeah,
really
I do
good
too.
talk.
He does good mental health
Yeah,
work.
got a good talking point. I think. I think of. I love the fact that you talk about mental health. I love that because a lot of people don't. And I think these other people attacking me or you should look at their own mental health. If that makes
I
sense, they should.
prioritize my mental health more than anything else. That's my core and my hierarchy of values. That's my number one. I evaluate everything in relation to how it's going to contribute or affect or impact my mental health. And I've kept that at the center of my value system for years and years and years since I started my recovery from it. And so that's just like an automatic default now for me.
Yeah. My whole point is I wish that they would look at theirs.
Well,
Like
you can,
if we're
yeah, but it's a
yeah,
journey, and they just may not be there. So all you can do is work, like take your own journey, and the
I hear
people that
you.
are on your path where you are now.
I
But
hear
I'm
you.
not. I can't save the world and make people mentally healthy that don't want to be. I can just be there for the
You
ones that do.
you can only recommend change. You can't affect it. You can just
Yeah,
recommend, hey, this is
everyone's
what I
like
see.
adult. Like they have to make the choices and decisions themselves. Otherwise, you're not empowering them. You're just doing for them.
Yeah.
But you're not
And
giving them the opportunity to build the muscle themselves to like use their own agency.
mhm. Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah, STO. Let me drop the link. Blizzy's been doing some. He's been going live a lot lately and doing some good shows.
yeah, it was really good.
Let me find that stream.
We talked for hours. I was like, man, it's
Yeah,
getting
I wish I
late.
could. I wish I could have stayed.
Yeah, it was awesome, man. You
I
came
want
up,
to. I
we were
want
like,
to have
let's
that conversation again though. I want to continue
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Here, there you go. There's the episode.
And the one guy, he was kind of the one dude was getting a little
Manda.
well, there's a
Let's
guy.
see.
He was getting a little off track, but then Blizzy kind of put him back on
We're
track
not.
again.
We're
And
not doing this tonight.
what's that?
Oh, they're doing the where they come at you with
The
all these
troll?
accusations from your past.
Me?
Yeah.
What did I do?
uniquely from. You've done 1,000 different things. You've talked about people, you made comments, this, that, all these little things. None of it is as bad as what I've seen come from the other side. I get docs continually in chat. I have violent videos made about me. We got a chomo running around on that side. So none of that stuff stacks up. None of the stuff they talk about stacks up to that for me.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah,
So
that's
let them
funny.
talk.
Hey, what is that? It was a song, "Let 'Em Talk." I can't remember, it was a country song or something like that. But no, Blizzy's doing really good. I actually thought he was blind. I really, I didn't know that he wasn't. I'm like, oh,
Amanda, they
okay.
broke. I have to get new ones. They broke. I think we are, Ape. I've been good. I might Spike. You think you're doing a stream later?
Um. Oh dang! It's already 9:59.
Yes. I might.
Maybe I'm gonna
Mel is
have to.
doing one on what is communication. That might be an interesting one. Flo is out surveying the panel versus rubble. Those are Tommy's doing panel for schmucks. Those are some possible panels to go to. Here, I'll drop Mel's. I'll drop a
And
few
Who,
links, and y'all can check out
who
these
is
panels. I might
who is Mel? Who is
wind
Mel?
this
I
one
never
down
even.
for a bit.
Yeah.
Mel Pandora.
It looks like Flo is just reviewing videos, and then
Let me see.
here I will drop Tommy's as well. Some people find him entertaining.
Is that a Luma Tommy?
Yeah, Haluma Tommy.
Oh gosh. Oh,
Right, and she does decent panels. They're very active. A lot of people show up. She's done a few men's mental health panels that were good. Tonight she's doing one on communication. So those are some
yeah.
suggestions. Oh,
I
really,
just.
Zintz? Wow. Well, actually, yeah, it seems like drama, but what we do here is I call it drama light or meta drama, where it's not drama itself, but we try to like analyze the drama and learn from it. And so those conversations, I kind of think if they're done in a productive way, can yield some positive fruit. And so every now and then I let a little bit of that happen here. And so
Yeah.
that's what we were doing tonight. Not so much getting into the drama, but just trying to kind of review it from a distance and learn from it.
No
But
doubt.
mostly
No doubt.
this channel is mental health, neurodivergence, a lot of men's. This is a very male friendly channel. It's a channel where people can come and be themselves, hopefully. And tomorrow me and Joe are doing an episode on community, and then we're going to review some Gen X albums with Leggy, and I'll do some open panels tomorrow. So it's kind of a grab bag, and the drama is only one little slice of that. And we try to do it, like I said, in a constructive way.
Yeah. Yeah. I think tonight's competition was amazing. I think it was awesome.
But
Totally
yeah, I'm
cool.
glad that you found us just randomly, because that means the algorithm is doing something. But
Yeah.
mostly it's like I don't know, Gen X. We try to give the Gen X perspective on things.
That's it. Right on. Are you winding down?
Yeah, that's one impression. Um, I know I've enjoyed the conversation tonight from both of them, so and the chat. Yeah, I think I am. I think I'm gonna take a break and maybe be out later. Maybe save it for tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be a busy day. I have a lot of things scheduled on the channel,
Okay.
so I might just gear up for that. But Spike also may be out doing his music thing if he.
If you're subscribed, make sure to ring the bell.
Yeah, let me give Spike's channel. And again, even with Spike's show, it's mostly good vibes, but every now and then drama shows up. Drama's almost
It's when I open the panel.
it's almost unavoidable on YouTube. It's how you manage it, and I could 100% keep it off of the channel if I want, but I see value in. Well, every one of us has a bit of narcissism. It's a spectrum. We all start out narcissistic as toddlers and babies.
I have no narcissism.
But as long as people are contributing positively to what I'm trying to do here, then they get to stay, and that's kind of the rule. Oh, hang on, we got one more person coming up. Abe.
Hey, good morning.
Hey,
Um,
what's up?
no, not too
Hey
much. I
now.
want to say hey, hey guys.
Hey,
Uh,
hey now.
yeah, how you doing, Mike,
What's up?
Spike, Jeff? I was just gonna chime. What? Oh,
What's that?
yeah, that's cool. I was just chiming there. What I've learned about the drama in general overall is the more I try to analyze it, the more it makes me try to want to analyze myself. Uh, I guess I would say that it's like its own weird science, and that's a lot of the reason. What you just said, Spike, is when you open up your panel. That's a lot of what happens on my channel. Is I open up the panel and I get 2 or 3 different communities of people that'll want to hop in there and just
Yeah.
go at each other to no avail. And it's just all it ends up being is like a big 360-degree circular conversation going nowhere fast. So that's why I kind of enjoy coming on channels like this, where it's like kind of away from a lot of that, and there's a little bit more sanity going on here. I would say by a lot, a
Oh
lot.
wow, well thanks. That's what I'm trying to do. Yeah, I have very high
Yeah.
standards for my drama. I don't want a bunch of low tier drama on here. If we're gonna do drama, let's elevate it a bit.
Let's make it
Well,
high stakes drama.
it's just
Yeah.
you saw it follow here from some trolls that I had just a couple nights ago, even
Right?
right.
Yeah, you have your own little entourage
I do.
that
I do,
follows you
and
around too.
oh my god, it's just it's insane, and I end up having to explain myself over and over and over and over again over all these insinuations and unsubstantiated allegations that people will make on me. So
Hmm.
I'm just a normal guy. I just like to get out here and have fun and just kind of hang out and chill. But people just love it. They do.
Mhm.
It's some people just crave it, and it gives them like a high.
Yeah, I think there's a chemical basis to a lot of this drama stuff. I even get caught up in it now and then.
Yeah,
Abe,
I
I
think
I
tried.
mean, it's fun to fight and get your licks in and
it
defend
does. What's up,
yourself.
Mike? Right?
I came
Yeah.
on. I came on your panel that one night. It was a horrible mistake. I was like,
Well,
no.
we had a lot going on that night. That's the night I'd rather not recall.
Not on you. I just got basically I got
Well-
attacked. I got attacked like from
Well-
all different.
We had a wealth of people on there. We had one dude bring people from this one community known as Music Biz Marty on there, and then you had people that were kind of like from the shit show side of YouTube. Then you had some of your trolls people getting on there, and it was just a mix and match of everybody. It was bad timing for you, definitely for you, Jeff.
It was, dude. It was rough. I was like, "What the hell's going on?"
Well, yeah,
It's all right. But
yeah. A
when you
lot of times I just end up doing solo streams where I just get on there and talk about what I want to say, and then kind of like do my own thing. And then people get mad at me because I won't do panels, and it's like, well, when I do panels, we literally rewrite, the terms of service of YouTube because everybody breaks them like a zillion times and back, with each other. So it's just, and then all the screaming people do at each other. It's like, why are we so vested in this thing? You know what I mean? This is a video platform, and why? I've never really been that vested in it myself. I don't think I have, but I don't know. Some people might say I don't know.
Wait, don't you have like 30 channels?
Me, I've got a lot of channels, but most of them are like backup channels.
Oh, you're more invested than I am.
I got 2 primary channels, and you know what those 2 are. So if I go live, it's on those 2 channels anyway. There's nothing going on in the other ones. So, but yeah, I mean, it's what it is.
Well, Joe and I tomorrow at noon are going to do an episode on how to take all of this to a higher level or a next level. Like beyond, because we see more potential in this. The people are here. We have the people. We see potential to do more with this than just have drama and stuff. And so tomorrow we're going to start
Yeah.
a series where that's what we explore and talk about.
Well, that's cool. I'll definitely be there or be square, right? Is it going to be in the evening? You're going to do it? Or?
It'll be where are you on the East Coast?
Yeah.
It's going to be at 3 p.m. I think, and then Leggy and I are doing our music
Okay.
reviews at 6 after that.
Oh, okay,
So
cool.
it'll be kind of an all-day thing tomorrow here.
All right. I'll advertise it in my servers and in my
Oh,
tabs and
great!
stuff.
I have
Yeah.
the links already scheduled on my channel.
I'll grab it. I'll throw it out there, and try to reel in some people that from my side, and stuff. So.
Oh, good. That I think
Yeah.
it'll be a good conversation.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Yeah. Are you going to DJ tonight, Spike?
Oh, I don't know.
If you did, what era are you taking us to tonight? Hey, Ren.
I usually do. Well, actually, I really DJ based on the chat. So, like, if Mr.
Oh,
B
okay.
is there, then I'm gonna play stuff from the 1920s. Just
Do
kidding.
you like big band?
But, no, I really base it on the audience kind of thing.
Oh, you got Mike cracking up here.
Steak
pretty good.
and eggs and steak. Delicious. Fucking
Jesus.
Brother B. Yeah.
oh shit.
But yeah, really, it depends on who's there. Basically.
So is that a yes?
Yeah. Hey, if you missed.
No, you make the decision. I don't want to pressure influence.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna
one way or
make
the
a
other.
nice copy right now, and if I get enough endurance, then maybe I'll hit the record button or the live button and see what happens. But I'm not sure yet. I never know. I really I know how we're supposed to have like our tomorrow at 2 p.m. Friday at 5 p.m. But I've just never been that good at pre-planning. It's always just
I could do your intro for you. Your announcer,
my intro. My
Yeah, like the one I did with here. I did the. I said, how did I do that? I said, ladies and gentlemen, from the gorgeous hills of Los Angeles, California, it's the Late Late Show with L.A. Spike coming your way right now.
He has that radio voice.
Very cool. Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go start making a nice copy right now. Thank you, gentlemen, for letting me hang out.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
rate
thanks
this
for
too.
hanging out, Spike. You bring a good energy to panels.
Thanks,
I
He
appreciate
brother.
does. Yeah, I thought it's fun out here. All right, have a good one, guys.
Abe, can you say
Yeah.
let's get ready to rumble in that voice?
Oh, I can absolutely do that. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
Here's Spike's channel. The party might move over there if he gets enough coffee. So, Mike,
What?
you have anything you want to leave us with?
What the hell was that?
That was fun. Whatever it was.
I love it. I love it. I love it. No, everything's good, man. Good conversation. Good people. Everyone.
Good. Let's
Subscribe.
all keep. This is a community effort, so let's all keep it going. Like I think we all have potential to do something really great here.
Someone said, I think it was Spike, always said, I'm on my best behavior when I'm on your panel. So yeah, I'm always well behaved.
Well, hopefully
Sometimes-
people are not walking on eggshells because I want people relaxed enough to feel like they could be themselves here.
Yeah. No. Sometimes you put me backstage because I get a little out of hand, but it is what it is.
Yeah,
but
but no different than anybody else. Like I
No,
would do
I
the same
really-
thing for anybody that's disrupting the flow or the conversation.
I never get upset. I'm always cool. I'm always chill.
The other day you were like laughing and giggling a lot, and I couldn't hear. That's all it was. I just couldn't hear the people talk. That's all it was the other day.
That's all right. It's all good. I get into my giggles sometimes. And people hate it. People hate when you make like little sounds.
You do have a loud giggle.
Yeah, they hate it. They hate it. It's like a chuckle. That's all it is. But I'll try to keep the chuckle in check. chuckle in check. That's another thing. So do it on a put your chuckle in check.
Chuckles at
That's
large.
another t-shirt.
Oh, thanks,
Yeah.
Zen. Yeah, I'm trying to make a full-time career of this, so I try to put in at least 40 hours a week. So roughly 6 to 8 hours a day. I'm pretty much 7 days a week.
But
So
Jeff, there's
I'm
going to be
trying
a
to provide
time.
a space that people can come and connect, get support, etc.
There's going to be a time where I'm going to leave YouTube, and I know you're going to miss me, and I'm going to miss you. You know, but
It'll be like you were never here or never
I
gone.
was, you think that, you son of a
I,
gun? Don't say that.
it's
No,
the
but
Panelverse. I can't predict. Hey,
you
Austin,
well,
good to see you.
you can. I leave a lasting impression. But
Oh,
no,
thanks.
it's.
Peace. And
I
we have,
appreciate
I
you.
should plug myself. We have memberships, super chat. I'm really bad at promo, but we do have memberships. They're only 99 cents. And we're going to be rolling out some new tiers as we grow. And we have super chats and all that stuff.
Show
And
appreciation.
Zens, I'm glad you found us, and I think it's so cool that you work at McDonald's. I'm all into McDonald's. So to have someone in the chat that actually works there is like having a celebrity. So thanks for sticking around, participating.
Well,
All right.
Jeff, get some rest, man. Enjoy. And this was a great stream. I think we talked about a lot of really good things. I'm just my opinion. I think you really covered a lot of topics. So, and that's great. It's fantastic. You know? So, this is a very anybody listening. This is a very unique channel. It's a channel where you can come and talk like human beings, and that's very hard to find in this crazy panelverse. That's all I have to say.
We also have a Discord we hang out on, and we play games, we watch movies and stuff. So if you message me at GenXJeff on Discord, I can give anyone that needs an invite.
Got it.
Okay,
All
I
right.
think I'm gonna go. I might go to Discord right now and hang out. So
All right, Jeff. Enjoy,
I'll be out
man.
tomorrow. We have a few new series launching tomorrow that we're gonna experiment with. That's another thing. I love to collaborate. So if anybody has ideas of like shows that they want to do together, I'm always up for that too. Nancy, it was a pleasure seeing you. I enjoy you so much. I hope you have a good night as well, and I hope your day goes okay tomorrow.
Well, Jeff, enjoy. Thank you for having me up. I appreciate you, man.
You too, Mike.
Everything. Have a great night. Enjoy Discord and enjoy watching movies and
I
stuff
will.
like that.
I always enjoyed discarding.
You gotta get some antlers, man. You gotta get some
Yeah,
more antlers.
we'll have to start an antler fund. Because
All
I want
right,
to
man.
My plan was to upgrade anyway, so now I can get some real antlers.
Yeah, go for it, man. You can make some. Get some branches from the tree outside and just like make some.
That
Some
seems a
random-
little ratchet. I'm trying to up my game a little bit. Hey, dude,
Jeff,
let me do my panel.
so
You
Jeff,
can
now
leave.
you
You can click the X anytime you want. You're not stuck listening to our long goodbye.
me.
This guy.
So
But yeah,
Jeff,
I am gonna wrap up though.
Yeah. So Jeff, now you're bougie. You can't have twigs in your head. Is that what you're
I
trying
never
to say?
had twigs before. Yeah,
Jeff, you're fancy. You're very fancy. So I
because I don't want to wear
appreciate it.
twigs on my head.
no, because you want the
Perhaps.
fancy.
But
I love
I've-
it. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm completely just joking. With you.
I've been
Completely.
rustic my entire life, so a little bit of fancy, I think.
You're a
I
gay
can-
you're a gay you're a gay mountain man. Like
I like that. Maybe I'll get a trad mountain husband, and we can go live off in the mountains.
you
together.
come out of the mountains, and you like fight a bear, but you're still.
They had this YouTube series. It was these two gay guys that like tried to go live out in the woods and homestead or whatever, and they have a whole series of them. But they're very they're gay. So if you enjoy seeing gays in the wilderness try to live, I could even tell you what their channel was. That was years ago, but
Gays in the
they were a
wilderness.
couple and they were going to try to live off the land in the woods.
Dude, what is this world coming to? There's gay men running around shooting at bears. Like, what is going on? Like, this can't be reality. You know, gay men are supposed to be like in the, oh shit, like closing the window. You're like, I'm sorry, Jeff.
Well,
don't get me.
that was always a stereotype, but
All right, man. No, dude, I love this. Dude, I don't get to hang out and talk to gay dudes. I just don't. You know, so it's just
we
cool.
do
It's just
now.
cool.
This is a gay bar for straight men. It's always
That's
open.
it. That's it. And you are the straight man wrangler. You know what is it called?
The straight man the straight whisperer.
Straight whisper. All right, man. Just don't whisper in my ear. Just don't do it. All right.
Don't worry
Jeff-
about that.
All right. I'm sorry, Jeff. I'm having a great time. Sorry, man. All right. I'll talk to you later, brother. Have a good night, man. I'll talk to you
Take
later.
All right. Take care. All right. Well, that was a night. I enjoyed it. Thanks everybody. You know, I've said this before. This is the best audience on YouTube. I love my audience. A lot of you were with me from the beginning. I watched you grow. You watched me grow. And you're my people. I love my audience. So thank you. I'll see you tomorrow. Check out my channel for the different episodes we have coming up. I have a few scheduled. Normally I just go live spontaneously, but Wednesdays we're going to have actual series starting tomorrow. So, okay, I'm out. Find me in Discord or catch me tomorrow, and have a great rest of your night. Check out Spike or some of the other panels that I posted, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Keep being cool, passionate, cool, and fiery. All right.